Just like your team builds upon its success, Closest Lumber Company with locations in Olean, New York and Rowlett, PA help you build the home of your dreams. Closest Lumber has everything you need to build or remodel your home, including building materials, paint, supplies, lawn and garden accessories, and more. Stop into either location to get some inspiration or work out the details of your next project. They also have an online showroom you can visit anytime at closeslumber.com. Closest Lumber, your home improvement headquarters since 1973.
Whether retirement is just around the corner or years away, John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for you. John, a Forbes-recognized best-in-state wealth advisor, Lucas and Adam provide customized investment advisory solutions and retirement planning services. Generational Wealth Management offers world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. The Generational Wealth Management team provides a high level of expertise and service to their professional and business clients. Contact the Erie office at 814-651-0838 or the Bradford office at 814-368-4065 or check them out online at gwm.nm.com. For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com. Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegany Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegany River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegany River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com. Swift Kennedy & Company in DuBois is an independent property and casualty insurance agency and the official insurance agency of D9and10sports.com. Founded in 1921 by Patrick J. Swift and Albert D. Kennedy, our success has been built on service and attention to our clients' needs. Our philosophy is service and our hallmark is integrity. Visit Swift Kennedy & Company on the web at swiftkennedyandco.com or call them today at 814-371-5270. Swift Kennedy & Company, insurance with integrity since 1921. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You're looking live at the Keystone High School football field as we set for another District 9 champion, District 9 football playoff matchup as the Port Allegany Gators make the long trip down from Port Allegany, PA to take on the Keystone Panthers. Port Allegany comes in at 7-1 on the year. Keystone at 5-3. Tonight's game on D9and10sports.com, the YDL Sports Network, and C93 FM, 92.7 FM in Clarion is powered by the Allegany Grill in Foxburg. The Allegany Grill in Foxburg was voted #1 in Pennsylvania for waterfront restaurants. Stop on down and find out why. Make a reservation today at AlleganyGrill.com. The Allegany Grill in Foxburg, where you come for the food and you stay for the view. Chris Rossetti here. I'm joined by the old football coach, Larry Weiser, and we're looking forward to a great game here, Larry, tonight between these Gators and Panthers.
Absolutely, Chris. I think I like both staffs. I think both teams are well coached. Justin Bukowski and then Todd Smith and his staff and so forth. And I'm looking for a good ball game tonight.
Absolutely, Larry. And we will start our broadcast with the Swift Kennedy & Company pregame show, the official insurance agency of your daily local LLC, the parent company of D9and10sports.com. and the YDL Sports Network. Swift Kennedy & Company in DuBois is an independent property and casualty insurance agency. You can find them online at swiftkennedyandco.com. Swift Kennedy & Company, insurance with integrity since 1921. Drive to the game. It was a short one today for me and Larry, brought to you by the Warren Tire Center. The Warren Tire Center, make sure you get to the game in comfort, warrentire.com. We're more than just a tire center. Our stream is always brought to you by the Computer Guru and Leaper, thecomputerguru.net. Larry, as we look at this game, obviously Port Allegany coming off the big 8-7 win over Red Bank Valley last week, maybe the Gators' biggest win in District 9 play since beating your Bobcat team in 2012 in the District 9 championship game. They went on to play in the state semifinals that year. But that kind of puts them in that position of being the favorites in District 9 Class 1A right now.
Absolutely. And, they have great special teams. They're very solid on defense. I like the way they flow the ball, and offensively, they do a lot of things nice. They're, multiple formations. Now, their quarterback, Evans, I haven't seen him throw the ball, but I know that he's thrown the ball very well in the past and so forth. But they seem to be kind of a run-oriented team and kind of a team after my own heart, Chris.
They did a lot of power running in the second half, especially last week, where they took Evans from that quarterback position. They ran him a lot. They'll also run Peyton Stiles. They'll run Blaine Moses. They'll run Noah Archer. And really they do that because of their offensive line.
They have an excellent offensive line. And I like what they did at the end of the game there. They went kind of in a double type formation, and they ran the lead back with Evans, and they moved the ball down the field. What became the key drive of the game.
And then Keystone, the Panthers coming in off of a big win over Kane a week ago. Great news for Keystone. They got Cal Nellis back a week ago, and he ran for over 100 yards on just 6 touches.
He is a missing giant that they needed to come back into the game. But I'll tell you what, there's one other kid I want to point out right now, and I'll talk about him a little bit later too. I am sold on this Adam Sale. He's not only offensive but defensively. He's made plays behind the line of scrimmage last week, and he's a good ball player. And I'm pointing him out because he's somebody that's just really in the last 2 weeks has really stood out to me.
No question there, Larry. And it just excuse me here, sorry. But definitely have that with them for sure. And we're going to step aside here, Larry. When we get back, we'll take a look at some of those players to watch. You're watching high school football on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the Allegany Grill in Foxburg.
Hobbs Landscaping in Eldred, PA has been servicing properties in 4 counties, McKean and Potter in Pennsylvania, as well as Cattaraugus and Allegany in New York for the past 12 years. Hobbs Landscaping can do it all for you. Contact Hobbs Landscaping at 814-598-2549 today for a free estimate. Once again, call Hobbs Landscaping at 814-598-2549.
Moe's Bar and Grill in Port Allegany. One of our customers called our offerings the best gourmet bar food you'll ever have. That pretty much sums us up. Stop in and see us at 68 West Mill Street, Port Allegany, or give us a call at 814-642-7999. That's 814-642-7999. Moe's Bar and Grill.
At Fox's Pizza Den in Port Allegany, we work very hard to serve you with a friendly staff and delicious food. Please call us for pickup or home delivery at 814-642-2623. We also have a large in-house dining area and a banquet room on the second floor. Our family has been working hard to provide the community of Port Allegany the best service and delicious pizza for 26 years. Stop in to see us soon. Go Gators!
At Hamlin Bank and Trust Company, we believe banking should be the way it has been since we first opened our doors over 150 years ago. That means a focus on old-fashioned customer service with a friendly smile by people who know you by name. At Hamlin Bank and Trust, we offer a variety of financial and trust services to help you on a personal and professional level. Check us out online at hamlinbank.com or stop in at one of our locations in Smethport, Mount Jewett, Kane, Bradford, Eldred, or Olean, New York. Hamlin Bank and Trust Company, the bank that takes care of its customers. Are you suffering from back pain, headaches, sciatica? Did you know that a healthy nervous system leads to a healthy body? Find out more from Dr. Andrew Young at Port Allegany Chiropractic and Olean Family Chiropractic. A District 9 lifer, born and raised in Clearfield and now calling Port Allegany home, Dr. Young has over 20 years of experience. And Port Allegany Chiropractic and Olean Family Chiropractic have a mission to provide their patients the best results in the shortest time, whatever their health goals are. Find out more at PortAlleganyChiropractic.com and OleanChiropractic.com. Chiropractic care and good health go hand in hand. The Bruno Iafrito Wrestling Camp, the best wrestling camp you've never heard of. The 2023 camp will be the 20th year for the Bruno Iafrito Wrestling Camp, and we'll have a star-studded lineup of clinicians. The camp will once again be held in Port Allegany, Pennsylvania from June 19th through the 23rd, 2023. Check us out online at teambruno.com and like us on Facebook. Hope to see you there at the Bruno Iafrito Wrestling Camp in Port Allegany, PA. Back here at Keystone High School on the Swift Kennedy and Company pregame show. Chris Rosé alongside Larry Weiser, time to take a look at our players to watch, brought to you by All American Awards and Engraving. All American Awards and Engraving can put almost anything on almost everything. Check them out online at allamerican.hq. Larry, let's start with the Port Allegany Gators.
Well, I'm going to start with their big three. Number 12, senior Drew Evans, the quarterback, 68 for 120 for 688 yards. He's also the third leading rusher on the team. Number 16, you're going to hear his number a lot tonight, senior Blaine Moses. He runs from the fullback position. He's got 722 yards, but he has 13 touchdowns, and he's first in scoring. Number 20, the tailback, Noah Archer, second in rushing, but he leads the team. He's first in receiving and first in total yards. I also like this Peyton Styles. I think you'll hear his number. Number 3 is a junior. He's got 20 receptions.
And then for the Keystone Panthers?
Well, Keystone Panthers, their new quarterback, Drew Keth, a sophomore. He's now 23 for 47. He's got 3 touchdowns. He's also, I want to make a note, he's also making his mark on defense. He's had an interception each of the last 2 ball games here, an 80-yard interception to take the lead against Kane, and they never gave up that lead. Obviously, number 2, Tyler Albright, leads the team in total yards. You know, he also had a very good game against Kane, catching the ball and running the ball. Number 22, Kyle Nellis, he's a leading rusher, returned to action last week. Chris said he had 6 carries for over 100 yards. And this is a kid I was talking about, this Aiden Sell. I call him the playmaker.
Aiden Sell.
Aiden Sell. Okay, I will keep, and I said earlier, I'm buying whatever this kid's selling. You know, he's that good. And then, I got to point out their offensive line. I'm impressed with this. Number 50, Josh Bill, 6 foot, 255 pounds. I think he's one of the better offensive linemen in the league this year. And obviously, Bach Chamblavier. Help me out. Yep. He's a real deal. He's a real deal. 6'3", 327 pounds. After last week when he picked up a fumble and ran about 25 yards, I think he should be asking Coach Smith to put the refrigerator in. Right?
Refrigerator Perry reference there. Hey, Larry, we're going to step aside. We're going to thank some more of our sponsors. When we come back, we'll get Larry Weiser, Coach Weiser's keys to tonight's game. You're watching high school football on the YDL Sports Network, D9and10sports.com. Also listening on C93. We'll be back in approximately 2 minutes.
Specialty Fabrication and Powder Coating LLC is family owned and operated out of Franklin, PA. SFPC is actively seeking new talent and has openings at its 2 plants located in Venango County. Those openings are either first, second, or third shifts at one or both locations. Check out the specific employment opportunities at www.specfab.com. If you aren't able to log on to the website, please send an email along with your resume to careers@specfab.com or call our recruiter at 814-273-1322. SFPC is an equal opportunity employer.
Looking for affordable auto, home, and life insurance? Look no further than Allstate Insurance, the David Jones Agency in Clarion and Meadville. At the David Jones Agency, you get personalized attention from someone who lives where you do. The David Jones Agency meets you where you are. They are available during regular business hours, Monday through Friday at their office, via appointment at the office after hours, or remotely. The David Jones Agency also offers investment opportunities, including annuities and IRAs. The David Jones Agency can be reached in Clarion at 814-223-4000 and in Meadville at 814-337-5107.
Prime Fitness USA is family owned and operated out of Franklin, PA. Prime's Smart Strength equipment features the most innovative, versatile, and effective strength training technology in the world. To find out more about Prime, please visit www.primefitnessusa.com.
Whether you're planning for retirement, saving for college for children or grandchildren, or just trying to protect the financial future of the ones you care for the most, Jim McConnell of Edward Jones and Knox can work with you to develop specific strategies to help you achieve your goals. Jim McConnell of Edward Jones and Knox is dedicated to providing you top-notch client service and can be reached at 814-902-1012. That's 814-902-1012. Back here at Keystone High School on Allegany Grill of Foxburg High School football inside the Swift Kennedy and Company pregame show. Taking a look at our captains for both teams for Keystone: Cole Henry, Tyler Albright, Aiden Sell, and Cal Nellis. For Port Allegany: Drew Evans, Blaine Moses, Noah Archer, and Miska Young. Is right now they're out there with referee Kevin Doverspike on the ceremonial coin toss. The real one happened about a half hour ago. Looks like Keystone won the toss and they want to receive the football. So they will receive the football when this game gets underway. I don't want to get into our keys to the game quite yet, Larry, because I think we may have the national anthem coming up. And
yes.
Yeah, we're going to have the national anthem being played by the Keystone Marching Band. We'll keep it here for the national anthem, at least for our audience. We'll let C93 decide what they're going to do on their end, but we will keep it here for the national anthem as it's played by the Keystone High School Marching Band. Nice size band, Larry. We've seen some bands this year that are really small, but this Keystone band has a lot of kids in it.
Yeah, Chris DeLong does a nice job. He used to be the band director up at North Clarion. He's been down there, I think, for about 3 years.
So as they get ready, we will keep it here for the national anthem. Keep the video portion of the broadcast on the band. And here we go with our national anthem played by the Keystone High School Marching Band. Great job there by the Keystone High School Marching Band. It's now time for our Rehab Center Keys to the Game with 8 locations to serve you, including in Clarion and Brookville and Katanning. The Rehab Center, chiropractors caring for health. Isaac Greeley, one of the chiropractors in that practice, wants to shout out to all his friends and family up in the Port Allegany area that are watching the game, as he's a Port Allegany graduate. He says, "Hey, Keystone, I love you, but it's Go Gators tonight for Isaac." And congratulations to Isaac. He won a Jiu-Jitsu national championship at the Pan Championships last Saturday in Dallas, Texas. So, Larry, quickly, our keys to the game.
Well, I'm going to try to. This is 7 things that I would say to my team before a game on both coaches. Turnovers. You don't turn it over, get the ball. Don't give up a big play. Eliminate those foolish penalties. Know your assignment out there. Kicking game, 1 out of every 6 plays is some sort of kick. Money O, money D, those goal line, short yardage offense and defensive things are keys to the game. And finally, effort and hustle. Don't take plays off. Let's go get them.
Those are our keys to the game. Tonight's game being brought to you in part by Jim McConnell of Edward Jones and Knox. Call Jim McConnell today at 814-902-1012. It's now time for our kickoff brought to you by Prime Fitness USA. Never kick on your workout when you use equipment from Prime Fitness USA. Short kickoff here by Port Allegany. It'll be taken by one of the up men for Keystone. That is number 5, Spencer Heater. And Heater will be out of bounds at the 31-yard line, which is where Keystone will put the ball in play here in the Warren County Visitors Bureau first quarter. Looking for something to do? Look no further. There's always something to do in Warren County. Check out wcvb.net/events to see up-to-date happenings in and around Warren County. Today's game also being brought to you by Hunter Station Golf Club in Tynesta. Can golf until the 31st of October. So it'll be Drew Keth in the shotgun. Keth looking to pitch. It's an option pitch to Nellis. Nellis has room. Nellis is at the 40. Nellis is over midfield and down at the 49-yard line, maybe the 48 of Port Allegany, as Cal Nellis went straight up the gut on that option play, Larry.
This is third week in a row. Coach Smith keeps adding a little bit more for Drew Keth. I'm impressed in the changes in formation. That was an option play. I think that's the first time they've run something like that.
So it'll be first down and 10 at the 49 of Port Allegany. Keth under center this time. Keth hands it to Sell, and Sell's got a big hole. He's inside the 45 down to about the 41-yard line. And coming into this game, Larry, I think one of the things we wanted to see is how Keystone's line matched up against Port Allegany's. And in the early going, the Panthers are showing an ability to do just that.
Absolutely. And they've come out in, like I said, they've added, since Brockway game, they've added quite a few formations to what, and some plays what Drew's running here. Now they're coming back in an eye and kind of a spread formation here.
It'll be second down and short. They'll call it 1. Here's a little flip out to Albright. I think Albright's going to have a Tynesta Builder Supply first down for Keystone. He does inside the 40 at about the 38-yard line. That completed pass brought to you by Hobbs Landscaping. When your lawn is taken care of by Hobbs Landscaping, you'll have the ability to complete that pass. Hobbs Landscaping in Eldred, PA has been proudly serving McCain and Potter counties in Pennsylvania and Allegany and Cattaraugus counties in New York for the last 13 years.
It's the 4th new formation he's come out in.
So under center again is Keth. He's going to turn. He wants to roll. He's under pressure. He throws it downfield, and the ball is almost picked off. Drew Evans stepping in front of Tyler Albright almost picked that football off.
That was tough. I mean, he's rolling to his left right here, and he had to get his shoulders turned, and the ball didn't come out as quickly as he had hoped to. The timing was just a little off, or that could have been in there.
So that'll bring up a second down and 10 for the Panthers at the Port Allegany 39-yard line, just underway here in the first quarter. 10:14 on the clock. I might have to have Larry do that because the clock is completely blocked from where I'm standing.
Absolutely. It is 10:14.
So in the shotgun this time is Keth. Puts a man in motion. He's going to hand it to that man in motion. That is Albright, and Albright is met immediately there by Miska Young, and Miska Young will drop him for a loss back to the 44-yard line. That's going to be a loss of 5. That'll bring up a third down and 15. And, hey, when you get backed up, Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning get you moving again. LutonsPlumbing.com on the River Hill in Clarion. So Young just snuffed that one out immediately.
He did.
You almost feel like Keystone's gotten a little too fancy here, Larry. They were moving the football just with some straight-ahead running, and the last 2 play calls were plays that have now backed them up to where it's third down and 15. Keth in the gun, looks to throw. Keth wants to go deep. He's got a man out there, and the ball is almost intercepted. That was Evans again, and Evans is a little slow to get up, but he gets up. I think he was more upset that he didn't catch the ball than he was hurt.
Yeah, well, and also his I'm not sure who it is out there, went over top of him there. That was just a, quick what I would call fade route and so forth, just a little bit underthrown.
So now it looks like Sell is going to go back to punt for the Panthers. This will be a Prime Fitness USA punt. Never punt on a workout when you use equipment from Prime Fitness USA. Check them out online at primefitnessusa.com. Keystone late getting some players onto the field, down to 6 on the play clock. Snap, though, gets to Sell. Sell's going to punt it away. Back deep is Archer to field it, and Archer's going to let it bounce, and it's going to take a sideways roll and be down the inside the 10-yard line.
Looks like seven
At about
or 8.
the 7-yard line, which is where Port Allegany will take over on their first possession, brought to you by SPFC. Specialty Fabrication and Powder Coating is a company located in Franklin, PA. SFPC is actively seeking new talent and is openings for its 2 plants of Venango County. Find out more at sfpc.com/careers. So that's where Port Allegany will take over on its first possession with 9:14 to play here in quarter number 1. Scoreless football game. It'll be Evans. He'll hand it to Moses, and Moses will have a bit of a haul. In fact, he's going to be out close to the 15-yard line. They're going to call him, I think, right there at the 15.
Play was designed up in the middle, and Moses made a great cut coming to the outside and picked up some good yardage right there.
That's a Closest Lumber run for the Gators. Closest Lumber has locations in Rowlett, PA, and only in New York. Check them out online at closeslumber.com. So it'll be second down, and we'll call it 3 or 4 for the Gators from the 15. Evans under center with Moses and Styles behind him. He's going to turn and he's going to hand it to Moses, and Moses will go straight up the gut. And away from the play, a little bit of pushing and shoving between Champ Lavier and Miska Young.
It's number 6. He comes in and makes a nice. It looks like he makes a nice hit on that play.
That would have been
Their nose
Logan
guard.
Edmonds. So Edmonds playing that nose guard position, it looks like, for Keystone. Champ Lavier out there along with Beal and
Coach Smith
Henry.
and Coach Weber have lined up in kind of almost short yardage. They have close to
And
10
they're going to
players on the
stop.
line.
They're going to stop the Drew Evans power run there, short of the first down at about the 26, or I'm sorry, yeah, the 16-yard line. And now
Right.
Port Allegany is going to probably have to punt this ball away here from their own 16, facing a 4th down and about 3 with 7.5 minutes to go on a running first quarter clock. Again, the first quarter brought to you by Warren County Visitors Bureau. They will punt. That is Button to punt. Braylon Button here on the Prime Fitness USA punt for the Gators. And now we've got a whistle, and it's a timeout called by Keystone. We'll take it with them. You're watching high school football on the YDL Sports Network and listening on C93 92.7 FM in Clarion. We'll be back in a half a minute.
Looking for affordable auto, home, and life insurance? Look no further than Allstate Insurance, the David Jones Agency in Clarion and Meadville. At the David Jones Agency, you get personalized attention from someone who lives where you do. The David Jones Agency meets you where you are. They are available during regular business hours, Monday through Friday at their office, via appointment at the office after hours, or remotely. The David Jones Agency also offers investment opportunities, including annuities and IRAs. The David Jones Agency can be reached in Clarion at 814-223-4000 and in Meadville at 814-337-5107.
Here at Keystone High School after that Port Allegany chiropractic timeout. Never take a timeout in life when you go to Port Allegany Chiropractic. Dr. Andrew Young knows that a healthy nervous system leads to a healthy body. Find out more at PortAlleganyChiropractic.com. Chiropractic care and good health go hand in hand. So Button to punt it away. Back deep for Keystone is Albright standing at about midfield. And now we've got a flag, and we're going to get a false start on, I believe, Port Allegany. That will be a Treese penalty. That is attorney Jack Treese and Clarion. The penalty is sponsored by attorney Jack Treese and Clarion. Avoid the penalties that may occur for yourself or your family through improper planning. Attorney John P. Treese, 814-297-8043. The law is not common sense. So now he's got a punt from his own 10, and Albright is standing at the Port Allegany 44-yard line now.
Keystone should get some great field position here.
Button's punt is a short one. It's going to bounce at the 40, and it's going to take a Port Allegany roll to right about midfield, and that is where Keystone will take over on this SFPC change of possession, Specialty Fabrication and Power Coating. Check them out online at sfpc.com. So it'll be first down and 10 for Keystone right at midfield here with 7:09 to play in the first quarter of a scoreless ball game. First quarter again brought to you by the Warren County Visitors Bureau.
For those of you just coming in, it's 0-0 at this point.
So Keth will now, as they go into a wing formation,
Wing
Keth
T.
will be under center. Puts Nellis in motion, and he's going to hand it to the second wing back. That's
Albright.
Albright, and Albright's going to have a couple of yards up to, we'll call it the 47-yard line. We'll give him 3 yards on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, actually, going to mark it at the 46, so a 4-yard gain there for Albright.
This was a great play for them against Kane last week. It's a counter trade coming back. They run the jet for the radio audience, run a jet, and they come back with pulling both the guard and tackle.
So under center, puts Nellis in motion again. He's going to hand it this time to Sell. Sell, a little hesitation. He's hit hard, but it pushes him forward. He's going to have a Tenesta Builder Supply first down inside the 40 at the 37-yard line. Tenesta Builder Supply in Shippenville, and Tenesta. Check them out online at tenestabuilders.us.
This is another one of these base plays out of this. It's an inside trap to the fullback. Obviously, moving Sell there gives him some speed. He hit that hole great.
That run brought to you by David Jones Agency for affordable auto, home, and insurance. Look no further than Allstate Insurance at David Jones Agency in Clarion and Meadville. 814-223-4000.
Okay, he's running unbalanced right this time.
Puts
Coming
Sell
back.
in motion. He's going to hand it to Nellis. Nellis has a hole. Nellis is at the 20. He's at the 15. He's not going to be caught. Touchdown. Keystone on a 37-yard. Cal Nellis touchdown run. The Panthers take a 6-0 lead.
There's one of Todd's little things. He comes what he calls an orange, where in our case he probably calls it black or gold over there. He runs an unbalanced, running a split end on the same side as the tight end, and outmans the Port Allegany defense on that side.
So Josh Beal will be in to kick the extra point for the Panthers on the 37-yard touchdown run by Cal Nellis. Nellis makes such a difference to the Keystone offense.
Absolutely. I didn't realize how fast he was, so I get a chance to really look at him close here.
Snap is up, kick is up. That kick is perfect, and it's 7-0 Keystone on the Daddies and Clarion touchdown. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're watching high school football on the YDL Sports Network, listening to it on C93, 92.7 FM in Clarion.
At Fox's Pizza Den in Port Allegany, we work very hard to serve you with a friendly staff and delicious food. Please call us for pickup or home delivery at 814-642-2623. We also have a large in-house dining area and a banquet room on the second floor. Our family has been working hard to provide the community of Port Allegany the best service and delicious pizza for 26 years. Stop in to see us soon. Go Gators!
Back here at Keystone High School, that Daddies on Main Street in Clarion touchdown for the Keystone Panthers. From dogs to burgers to wings, and they're always delicious. Chef's Choice Menu, Daddies in Clarion is always a great plan. Facebook.com/Daddies Clarion. So Keystone strikes first here on the touchdown run of 37 yards by Cal Nellis. They lead Port Allegany 7-0. Larry, where's the clock at?
It is now 5:54 in the first quarter.
So Keystone to kick it off. It's a bouncing kick that'll be fielded by Archer at about the 15-yard line, and Archer's going to have a nice return out to about the 35-yard line. After that, Prime Fitness USA kick for Keystone. So it'll be a nice field position for Port Allegany at the 35-yard line of Keystone, as we are now down to 5:46 to play here, first quarter. 7-0 Keystone in the lead on the Cal Nellis touchdown run. So Port Allegany's first drive, they did not get a first down.
Now they're coming out in a passing formation. Doesn't necessarily believe they're going to pass the ball here, but he's got a trip to the left, single back to the left.
Evans is in the shotgun. He is going to throw. It's going to be a short one. It's caught by Archer. Archer gets around the first guy, and he'll get out to about the 40-yard line before he's brought down, and it'll be a pickup of approximately 5 yards on the play. So that just really is the modern-day equivalency of a running play, Larry.
It is. It's just a quick screen. A lot of people just call it the Patriots because the New England Patriots ran it.
So it'll be a it'll be a 2nd down and 5 here. Rehab Center, 2nd down. 8 locations to serve you, including in Clarion.
Keystone staying in their 5-man front here.
They're going to go trips to the right this time. Moses, the sidecar to the left of Evans. Now they put Archer in motion, and Evans is going to keep the football, and Evans is going to be met by a host of Keystone Panthers right at the line of scrimmage. They've tried that play twice, and it hasn't gone anywhere.
No. The direct snap to Evans and his lead back. He actually had the wing back come over and try to block also with the halfback leading up to the hole.
So 3rd down now and 5 for the Gators at their own 40-yard line. It's a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning 3rd down. Evans to throw. He's got Archer. Archer's got the 1st down and more. He's inside Keystone territory to about the 45-yard line. That's going to be a nice pickup of about 15 yards as Drew Evans hits Noah Archer for the 1st down for Port Allegany. It's a Tennessee Butter Supply 1st down.
He just sat down right in between the zone, and Evans threw the ball in there right where it had to be, right in his chest.
Talked about it in the pregame. Evans hasn't been asked to throw the ball a lot this year, but this is a kid that threw for almost 2,000 yards a year ago as a junior. Absolutely capable of throwing the football, and you saw it there on that play.
Yes.
He's going to hand it this time to Archer, and Archer's going to be met by Champ Levere, I do believe, and Beal right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be no gain. And frankly, from what we're seeing, Larry, they may have to throw the football here to move it because Keystone is selling out the defender run early on.
Right. I mean, they've come up, they're using a 5-man front defensively.
7-0 Keystone, 3.5 minutes to play here in quarter number 1, brought to you by the Warren County Visitors Bureau. 2nd down and 10. It's again a rehab center 2nd down for Port Allegany.
And give Port credit. They're coming back in some wide open formations here. Here
Little
comes a
short
quick
pass
screen.
to Styles, and Styles has room. Styles down the sideline. Sell's going to have to sell out to make the tackle, but not until Styles has a 1st down at the 25-yard line, a pickup of 20 on just a little flare out, and they let Peyton Styles use his speed to get the 1st down at the Keystone 25-yard line.
Not a play you normally get it throw into the short yardage, but they successfully used it.
So 1st down and 10 on the Tennessee Builder Supply, 1st down for Port Allegany. They go without a huddle. It's not a hurry up without a huddle, but they go without a huddle. They'll go 2 receivers to the left, two backs next to Evans. They're going to throw it over there. There is Styles again. Styles makes a guy miss. Styles is in the clear for a while. He's going to be down inside the 15 to about the 14-yard line. That's going to be another 1st down for the Gators as Peyton Styles made a couple of guys miss.
You're right, Chris. He had some nice moves there. He faked out a couple guys that were tackling air there.
So we're inside the Pizza Hut red zone. Pizza Hut, nobody out-pizzas the Hut. 1st down and 10 for Port Allegany at the 14-yard line of Keystone. Trying to answer the Panthers score. Keystone up 7-0. Evans in the shotgun in the pistol eye. Evans will play action. Now he rolls. Now he rolls to his left. Still looking. Now he comes back to his right. Looking. He's going to throw the ball. Oh, my goodness. He's got a receiver inside the 5 towards the goal line. Is he into the end zone?
No,
I think they're going to mark him out at the 1-yard line. That is Kelvin Burgess, I do believe.
There was actually really pretty good coverage on that. He just stuffed that ball in there.
That is Kelvin Burgess on the catch. It'll be at the 1-yard line. Burgess almost got into the end zone there. It'll be 1st down and goal from the 1 for Port Allegany, trailing 7-0 here with 2:22 to play in quarter number 1. So play clock down to 10. Port Allegany doesn't look like it's in any hurry here. Finally, Evans goes under center. Evans will hand it to Moses, and Moses will fall, I do believe, into the end zone. It is. It's a touchdown for Port Allegany. It's a Daddy's on Main Street Gator touchdown.
I think that's number 14 for Mr. Moses.
So Port Allegany, they don't kick. So we're going to expect a 2-point conversion here for the Gators as Moses scores on the 1-yard run at the 2:18 mark. So Port Allegany will go for 2, now trailing by 1, 7-6 at 2:18. I have the clock right, Larry?
Yes, you do.
So Gators going for 2. It's Moses in a wildcat, and Moses is going to be hit. And is he in? He is.
It's in.
Second effort gets Blaine Moses in, and Port Allegany takes an 8-7 lead. Blaine Moses, second effort, gets him into the end zone. It's 8-7. We'll be back here on the YDL Sports Network and C93 in 20 seconds.
Prime Fitness USA is family owned and operated out of Franklin, PA. Prime's Smart Strength equipment features the most innovative, versatile, and effective strength training technology in the world. To find out more about Prime, please visit www.primefitnessusa.com.
Back here at Keystone, where Port Allegany has taken an 8-7 lead after a 65-yard drive where they mix the pass and the run very well. A lot of short passes for the Gators. It leads to the touchdown run by Blaine Moses, who then reads in from 2 points. Conversion 8-7 Port Allegany as they get ready for this Prime Fitness USA kickoff. Kicking it off will be number 10, Jared Funk. Funk's kick is a short one. It's going to bounce, and it's going to roll out of bounds. And that will allow Keystone to take over at the 35-yard line unless they choose to make them re-kick. Discussion going on right now as to what Keystone's going to do. I think the Panthers are just going to take the ball at the 35 here, Larry. As today's game being brought to you by Hobbs Landscaping. Hobbs Landscaping can do it all for you. Contact Hobbs Landscaping, 814-598-2549. Also by Closest Lumber. Check them out online at closeslumber.com. Locations in Rowlett, PA, and only in New York. Pronounced it Rowlett my whole life, and then found out the other couple weeks ago that it's Rowlett. Apologize to all the great people up there. Isaac really should have told me better. He's from Rowlett.
You're for sure.
So Keystone will have it first down and 10 at the 35, now trailing by a point at the 2:18 mark here of quarter number 1, brought to you by the Warren County Visitors Bureau.
Okay, coming back in something similar that they ran the long touchdown run. Let's see if they're going to do it again.
They handed off to Nellis. He ran into his own blocker and then gets out to the 40-yard line. As Nellis ran into Elijah Will there, but was able to kind of bounce off him like a pinball.
Right.
And get about a gain of 5 to the 40-yard line.
It could have been a much bigger play if that hadn't been for that defensive lineman knocking the offensive lineman back into the hole. They're staying in this unbalanced formation here.
So second down and 5. They put Nellis in motion. They're going to hand it to him.
Nellis
looking. Nellis is going to be tripped up. That was a nice tackle there by Miska Young. And he'll be about a yard short of the first down. It's going to be third down and about a yard for Keystone at their own 44-yard line as the clock rolls to 1:20 to play here in quarter number 1. Port Allegany 8, Keystone 7.
One kid that really stands out on that Port Allegany defense is Blaine Moses. He's like a tackling machine. He has like 76 tackles coming into this game.
Keth under center. Keth is going to hand the ball, and diving forward for the first down is Aiden Sell. That is a Tanesta Builder Supply first down. This drive being built by Tanesta Builder Supply with locations in Chippenville and Tanesta, TanestaBuilders.us. So they'll be at the 47-yard line here as we fall under a minute to play in quarter number 1. 8-7 Port Allegany in the lead.
Coming back into the wing tee here for our radio audience. Jet action coming this way to Albright. And
Albright finds a hole. He made a couple of guys miss, broke a couple tackles. He'll be inside Port Allegany territory, down to about the 47, 46-yard line. We'll wait on the spot as the clock is now at 28 seconds. Keystone doesn't have to run a play if they don't want to. It'll be marked at the 47. And will the Panthers choose to run a play, or will they choose to go to the second quarter down 8-7?
This, I think he's a sophomore. This Carson Neely really just broke that play or forced the ball back inside. If Mr. Albright had gotten to the outside, I think it could have gone long ways.
Keystone's going to take it to the second quarter. We'll take the break with them. We'll be back in approximately 1 minute. You're watching high school football on the YDL Sports Network, listening on C93, 92.7 FM in Clarion, 8-7 Port Allegany after one quarter.
Moe's Bar and Grill in Port Allegany. One of our customers called our offerings the best gourmet bar food you'll ever have. That pretty much sums us up. Stop in and see us at 68 West Mill Street, Port Allegany, or give us a call at 814-642-7999. That's 814-642-7999. Moe's Bar and Grill. Whether you're planning for retirement, saving for college for children or grandchildren, or just trying to protect the financial future of the ones you care for the most, Jim McConnell of Edward Jones in Knox can work with you to develop specific strategies to help you achieve your goals. Jim McConnell of Edward Jones in Knox is dedicated to providing you top-notch client service and can be reached at 814-902-1012. That's 814-902-1012.
Back here at Keystone High School, getting ready to start quarter number 2, brought to you by Fox's Pizza Den in Port Allegany. We'll talk about Fox's Pizza Den in Port Allegany here in a moment. As Keth under center on 2nd down and 5. He goes back to throw. He wants to throw deep. He's got Albright out there. Albright has it. He'll be forced out of bounds by Noah Archer, but inside the 20-yard line. They're going to mark him out at, I believe, the 15 as Keystone enters the Pizza Hut red zone. Nobody out-pizzas the Hut, pizzahut.com.
That's a play they ran very successful, a play-action pass coming across, faking the jet, and they did it well last week against King. It hits Albright for a deep pass.
So as we wait for the chains to move, it's a Tenesta Builder Supply first down here for Keystone, just outside the 15. We'll call it the 16, 15 and a half, we'll call it. Under center's Keth. Keth is going to hand it to Nellis. Nellis is going to be dragged down from behind. Looking for the number of that defender for Port Allegany. That is Miska Young. We've called his name a few times already on defense.
I mean, they were running a trap there, and I don't know what happened there, whether the guard got cut off or what. But fullback goes to the right, and then the tailback in this case went to the left, but he didn't get the kind of lead block he needed from the right guard.
Lose a yard and a half or so on it. It'll be 2nd down from the 17. Wing formation for the Panthers with Sell at fullback. They put Albright in motion. They're going to hand it, though, to Nellis, and Nellis has a crack. He's going to be inside the 15 to about the 13-yard line, where it's going to set up a 3rd down and medium for Keystone.
Again, same play that they ran for a touchdown earlier to him and picked up 5 yards the last time. That's the 3rd time they've run that. Just a counter action coming back.
Port Allegany Fox's Pizza Den, where they work hard to serve you with a friendly staff and delicious food. Please call for pickup or home delivery, 814-642-2623. Been serving Port Allegany for 23 years. Here's a handoff to Nellis, and, just getting a hand on him to trip him up there. I do believe that was Austin Freer, number 79. It was Freer. That's going to set up a 4th down at the 10-yard line. If Freer doesn't get a hand on him, Larry, Nellis is probably in the end zone.
Absolutely. So it looks like they're going to
kick the field goal.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, it looks like Keystone wants to kick the field goal. Josh Beal, the kicker, coming out to kick the field goal. It'll be out of the hold of Keth, who will hold the ball, it looks like, at the 16-yard line as the play clock is down to 8. Keystone's got to hurry here. It's at 5. It's at 4. 2, 1. Clock kick is up. That kick is good. Josh Beal with a 26-yard field goal. I do believe that was a 26-yard field goal to put Keystone up 10-8. Here we will be back on C93 FM in Clarion and the YDL Sports Network in 30 seconds.
Are you suffering from back pain, headaches, sciatica? Did you know that a healthy nervous system leads to a healthy body? Find out more from Dr. Andrew Young at Port Allegany Chiropractic and Olean Family Chiropractic. A District 9 lifer, Born and raised in Clearfield and now calling Port Allegany home, Dr. Young has over 20 years of experience. And Port Allegany Chiropractic and Olean Family Chiropractic have a mission to provide their patients the best results in the shortest time, whatever their health goals are. Find out more at PortAlleganyChiropractic.com and OleanChiropractic.com. Chiropractic care and good health go hand in hand. Back here after the 26-yard Josh Beal field goal puts Keystone ahead 10-8. And that's a heck of a weapon to have, Larry, when you can get a guy out there and you can pick up 3 points when you're at 4th down and medium.
What truly amazes me, the kid plays both ways. So, I mean, I've been in that situation where I've had one of my guys that have been out there both ways, and they get leg weary. And, he's got a strong leg.
He's going to kick it off here. It's a Prime Fitness USA kickoff. It'll bounce and stop at about the 12 where it's picked up by Archer. And Archer's got some room down the sideline. He's at the 45, and he'll be pushed out of bounds right there at the 45-yard line, the Port Allegany 45, which is where the Gators will take over with 9:46 to play here in the Fox's Pizza Den of Port Allegany's second quarter.
They just lost contain here. The ball was kicked on the edge, right where you'd like to have it, and they lost their outside contain on that.
10-8 Keystone in the lead now. Keystone led 7-0. Port Allegany answered to go up to 8-7. Keystone with the Josh Beal 26-yard field goal has made it 10-8.
Okay, Keystone's changed up their defense here now.
See if Port Allegany counters with something different offensively. They're going to hand it to Archer. Archer finds a crack. He's going to be up over midfield to about the 49-yard line of Keystone. Problem with your Keystone and changing up the defense is it's pick your poison, because Port Allegany can beat you in multiple ways.
Right. If we weren't sure about the pass, we found out that last series.
Out of the gun, and now I think Keystone's jumped offside. I think that's actually Josh Beal jumping offside for the Panthers, and on that,
that's one of those things we just talk about. It's just those mental mistakes, I used to call me's. Don't make those MEs. Don't give them that 5 yards. In this case, a first down.
It is a Tonesta Builder Supply first down on that Jack Treese Clarion penalty on the Panthers.
Clock moving at 9:15, 9:13 now.
And now we have a whistle blowing. I'm not sure what. Is there some discussion on whether the clock should be rolling or not?
I think.
The clock there was moving prior to the penalty. We're not under 2 minutes, so it should run.
Right.
But I like the fact that they're at least going to probably discuss this, because last night in the Brookfield game, we had a second instance where there was a penalty in a clock situation where the clock should stop. New rule this year, Larry, if the foul occurs at the end of the under 2 minutes in each half, the offending team can decide whether they want to run the clock or have it stop. Obviously, if you're in the lead, you want it to run.
Right.
If you're behind, you want it to stop. But in this case, because we're above 2 minutes, it just should run.
Right. And let's see what they're going to do here.
And they're going to run it, and that's the proper call. I know this rule way too much now, because twice Brookfield's had it happen to them where it's been wrong, including here at Keystone a few weeks ago. Here's a handoff to Archer. Archer picks his way up to around the 40-yard line for a pickup of 5, and Port Allegany last 2 drives not having any trouble moving the football. So it'll be a 2nd down and 5 for the Gators. This 2nd down brought to you by Close's Lumber in Rowlett and Olean, New York.
I don't know how much Archer weighs, but he's not a big kid, but he is quick.
They're going to pitch the ball to Stiles with blockers, but coming in and making the tackle for Keystone
Mr. Henry
is Cole Henry. So Cole Henry gets his hands on him and brings him down for a loss of 1 back at the 41.
Did a great job weeding through about 3 or 4 blockers there.
So it'll bring up a 3rd down and 6. It's a Luton Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning 3rd down. When you get backed up, Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning get you moving again. LutonsPlumbing.com. So 3rd down and 6, and the pistol eye is Evans with Moses and Archer. He's got 2 receivers to the right, single receiver to the left.
He's going to hand it off to Archer, who makes a nice cut, and then he slips on the turf at the 39-yard line. That's going to bring up a 4th down and about 5. Archer might have had the first down, but as he cut, his feet just gave out on him.
On camera, people can see, but people on radio, it's what you call cutting on a dime. I mean, beautiful cut.
Port Allegany looks like they're going to go for it here from their Keystone 39-yard line. They're going to go 2 receivers to each side. Moses will be the sidecar with Evans in the shotgun. Evans checks with his receivers, Archer and Styles, who are both in the slots on each side.
I look for them to roll out to the right.
Puts a man in motion. That's Archer to the right. He does roll to the right. Looking to throw is Evans. Evans is in trouble. He throws it. It's incomplete. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Keystone will take over with 6:55 to play here in quarter number 2, leading at 10-8.
There's my playmaker, number 11, Mr. Sell.
Well, this change of possession brought to you by Specialty Fabrication and Powder Coating, located in Franklin. Check them out online at sfpc.com. They're always hiring.
Well, Keystone's got plenty of time here, Chris. 6:55 remaining in this half.
Keth goes under center, puts a man in motion. That's Albright. He's going to pitch it to Sell. Sell's got room. Sell's got a hold. Sell runs over Drew Evans. In doing so, got him the first down out at midfield.
So there's 2 plays in a row. Gets a first down, makes a big defensive stop in the last play.
Port Allegany's going to call timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in a half a minute. Keystone 10, Port Allegany 8. You're watching high school football on the YDL Sports Network, D9 and 10sports.com, listening on C93, 92.7 FM in Clarion.
At Hamlin Bank and Trust Company, we believe banking should be the way it has been since we first opened our doors over 150 years ago. That means a focus on old-fashioned customer service with a friendly smile by people who know you by name. At Hamlin Bank and Trust, we offer a variety of financial and trust services to help you on a personal and professional level. Check us out online at hamlinbank.com or stop in at one of our locations in Smethport, Mount Jewett, Kane, Bradford, Eldred, or Olean, New York. Hamlin Bank and Trust Company, the bank that takes care of its customers.
Back here at Keystone High School inside the Fox's Pizza Den of Port Allegany, second quarter, 10-8 Keystone in the lead. That is a Port Allegany chiropractic timeout for the Gators just coming to a close. You'll never have to take a timeout in life when you go to Port Allegany Chiropractic. You can see Dr. Andrew Young. Check them out at portalleganychiropractic.com.
That last play that they ran there with a pitch to Sell, that the old wing T people call that the rocket pitch coming through there.
So it'll be first down and 10 at midfield for Keystone. Keth will have an I formation dotted by Albright. He's going to hand it to Albright, and Albright gets met. That's number 51.
Mr.
Carson Ely along with Blaine Moses from his linebacker spot. Moses, the middle linebacker. Like to see your middle linebacker with those big tackle numbers.
He is one of the better linebackers in the league. There's no question. That was just an off-tackle play.
So second down and 10 for Keystone. They'll go in the wing formation this time. Dotted, I do believe, by Sell at the fullback. They're going to put Nellis in motion, and they're going to hand it to Albright, and Albright will go for about 2 yards before he is met by, I believe, Gavin Burgess. Was that 52 or 62 over there?
I think it's 52.
It is Gavin Burgess. That'll be a pickup of 2, and now Keystone, after a promising start to this drive, faces a third down and 8 at the Port Allegany 48, leading 10-8 with 5:50 to play on a running second quarter clock. Second quarter again brought to you by Fox's Pizza Den in Port Allegany. So the Panthers will go under center.
Got a trips formation to the right.
Puts one of those guys in motion. That's Nellis. He fakes to him. He's going to throw it. He's in trouble, and he's going to be sacked. Big Miska Young all the way back at the 42-yard line of Keystone. Miska Young wasn't fooled by that fake handoff.
No, that was a waggle action. You hope that the defensive end will collapse on that play. He obviously did not, and without getting that block on that kid, that play's going nowhere.
Ball's at the 41-yard line, so it's fourth down and 19, and it'll bring up a Prime Fitness USA
punting situation. PrimeFitnessUSA.com. Never punt on your workout when you use equipment from Prime Fitness USA. Sell to punt. Archer is deep, standing at his own 25. Snap is good. Kick is up. Kick is away. It's going to hit at the 28, and it'll take a Keystone roll and be down right at the 20-yard line, which is where Port Allegany will take over. Want to remind folks that today's game is being brought to you by Oil Country Crates, your product, our protection, oilcountrycrates.com. Also by Hunter Station Golf Course. Golfing will close on October 31st. Make a tee time today at hunterstation.com. Also by Jim McConnell, Edward Jones in Knox. Call Jim McConnell today at 814-902-1012. That's Jim McConnell, Edward Jones in Knox.
I want to compliment both staffs. They're doing a great job at making chess moves here, changing up their defense, their offensive strategies.
So here's a handoff, I do believe. I didn't see who had the ball there, Larry.
Quarterback, Evans.
That was Evans keeping
Yeah.
the ball himself, and he's going to lose yards on the
Right.
play, maybe 2 all the way back to the 18. So Keystone, they're going to give him forward progress at a 19. So it'll be 2nd down and 11 for Port Allegany as the clock winds under 4:30 to play.
4:15 now. Great penetration by the Keystone defense.
So out of the gun this time is Evans. Moses, the sidecar to his right. He's going to throw the ball. He throws it, gets Archer. Archer makes a man miss, but Keystone
still
continue rallying.
Oh, my
and
God.
finally making the tackle there is Eli Will makes the tackle at the 34-yard line. It's going to be enough for a Tonesta Builder Supply first down for the Gators on that Hobbs's Landscaping long pass.
He was like a piece of ice. Everybody grabbing him there. No one could hold on to him.
That flexibility brought to you by the Rehab Center in Clarion. I got a sponsor for everything tonight, folks.
You got it.
Looking to throw is Evans.
Coming back.
Evans
back to
looks,
him
he's
again.
got Archer,
Oh.
and he overthrows him at midfield. So he had him wide open, but the throw was a little high, and it'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 from the 34-yard line, their own 34 for the Gators, down to 3:33 to play here in the first half. 10-8, Keystone in the lead. So now some substitutions for the Panthers. Do they have 11 guys out there?
They're changing up into a pass defense
They
here.
don't know. They're not sure who. I
they
think if I'm
take it-
Keystone, I'm calling timeout, but they're going to go ahead and play it. Here's a quick throw. Oh, that ball was almost picked off. Oh, my goodness.
Henry.
Cole Henry read that little short pass on the right side. If he had picked it, it would have been a touchdown. Went right through his hands.
A defensive lineman's dream.
My goodness, Cole Henry knew what was coming, maybe more so than the Port Allegany offense did. Just missed it. So it'll be a 3rd down now and 10 for the Gators. 3rd and 10, Port Allegany at their own 34-yard line. 3:30 to play in the Fox's Pizza Den in Port Allegany, 2nd quarter.
Okay, it looks like Keystone's going into zero D coverage here, meaning they're all going man-to-man, and there's no safety in this case.
Showing blitz of the Panthers. They're going to pull out of it. Now they're going to delay blitz. Evans rolls. Evans is going to be sacked. Was that Henry that got a hand on him? It's the guy that's down right there. Yes, it was. Cole Henry got a hand on him and brings him down at the 31-yard line for the sack. That is a David Jones agency sack for the Panthers. For affordable auto, home, and life insurance, look no further than Allstate Insurance, the David Jones agency in Clarion and Meadville, 814-223-4000.
That was Coach Weber. Like didn't go. When I say zero, there was no free safety. Everybody was in man coverage, and they brought pressure on that kid.
Button the punt. They're coming after it.
Oh,
they didn't get it. They didn't get it, and it's going to be a roughing the punter call, and that is going to be a big one on Keystone. They came after it. I don't know how they didn't get it, to be honest with you, Larry, but they didn't get any of it, because if he gets a piece of it, then it's not anything. Keystone saying it was tipped. It wasn't. That's going to be a personal foul running into the kicker penalty, and that could be a game changer.
Yes.
They had him stopped with 2:42 to play here in quarter number 2, leading 10-8 and getting the ball back. Instead, it's going to be an automatic first down for Port Allegany all the way up at around midfield. So what a massive penalty I think it's going to be enough for a first down. It is enough for the first down at the 47-yard line. And
what you want to do in that case is you want the kid to run by the kicker and cross his hands coming down through instead of running obviously right at him. So when we ran block punts, we always tried to look at where did he kick the ball, 7-8 yards off from the line of scrimmage. You go to that spot and you don't run on that spot. You run beside it and put your hands out.
So big first down here on the penalty for Port Allegany at their own 46. Can the Gators make them?
They're going long.
Just missed the sack, and now here's a throw out there to the sideline. That is, I think, Archer. And Archer will step out of – no, that is number 6 there. That would be Burgess. And Burgess will be out of bounds at the 49-yard line of Keystone. Keystone had pressure. They brought it –
They wanted to hit Archer over here in a wheel route going down this side here, and you're right. The pressure took them away from that.
Yeah, that was Hunsberger on the pressure for Keystone there. So now out of the gun with 2 backs looking to throw short. He throws it to Stiles. Stiles makes a cutback, and Stiles will be close to the first down. I believe he's going to have it on the mark inside the 45 at about the 44-yard line of Keystone. They're looking to see if it's enough. They're going to say that it is enough, and they're going to run the clock, which shouldn't happen if it's a first down.
2:15, the clock's still running.
Yeah, why did he run the clock if it was a first down? You have to wait for the change. That rule hasn't changed. This isn't the NFL. So here they are from the 44. Back to throw again is Evans.
Oh, he's got him wide open.
He's got him wide open. He had Burgess wide open deep. He tried to go short to Stiles. It goes off of Stiles. It's an incomplete pass. So that'll bring up second down now with 2:01 to play.
Coach Mikowski that time came in, which typically was one of the running formations. He had 2x2 tights, and he had his inside receiver wide open on what I call a flag route.
They're going to go trips to the right, single receiver to the left. Moses will be the side guard to Evans, and he'll be on Evans's right as Port Allegany moves right to left on your radio dial. And right to left on your television screen. Out of the gun is Evans. He wants to throw. Keystone, John Lavier is chasing him. Throw downfield.
Oh, my.
It went through the hands of Stiles, through the hands of Kath, through the hands of Burgess. It's incomplete. That could have gone in any direction.
It could have been intercepted.
Could have been intercepted. It could have been a big play. It'll bring up a third down now and 10 for the Gators at the 43.5-yard line of Keystone. Panthers are
changing their defense here.
So they're going to gun. They're tight bunch on both sides. Back to throw is Evans. Evans looks deep. Evans under pressure from Beal. Throws to a wide open Stiles. Stiles is inside the 30, out of bounds. Just inside the 30 at the 29-yard line. Peyton Stiles was wide open on that play.
Right. Kind of almost a mismatch with the inside linebacker in that case.
They will mark him just inside the 30 at the 29 with 1:50 to play here in quarter number 2. Brought to you by Fox's Pizza Den in Port Allegany. The Gators' second life on this drive after the penalty for roughing the punter on the Panthers. Now trying to cash in and take the lead before the half. They trail 10-8 right now. Evans with trips to his right. Moses, the lone running back. He looks to throw. He throws it over there. He's got an open Stiles. Nice open field tackle over there by a Keystone defender. I do believe that is Slogenhop. Drew Slogenhop on the tackle. It's at the 25-yard line.
About 1:30 remaining.
So the ball's at the 25. It's about second down and 5 for the Gators at the 25 of Keystone.
I look for him to roll.
Clock now at 1:15 and running. Port's taking a lot of time, but still plenty of time on the play clock at 15 seconds. Moses now switches to the right of Evans. Evans looks to throw. Evans throws. He's got a short pass to Archer. Archer is drug out of bounds by Kath, but he's inside the 20 at about the 16. The Gators have entered the Pizza Hut red zone. Nobody out pizzas the Hut. PizzaHut.com. Detroit style pizza is back. They're going to call it the 15.
57 seconds.
So 57 seconds to play in the first half at the 15-yard line. Out of the gun is Evans. Evans looks to throw. Evans looking over there to pick off. Drew Kath with the interception for Keystone at the 4-yard line. He was looking. He had Archer out there. He had Burgess out there, and it was kind of thrown in between them. And Drew Kath comes up with the interception for Keystone.
I mean, this kid didn't play defense until that Brockway game, and then he made an interception in the end zone. Obviously made a mistake getting it out of there, but obviously did last week.
Now there's a Panther player down right now. We're going to step aside for 30 seconds. You're watching high school football on the YDL Sports listening on C93. 10-8 Keystone, under a minute to play here in the first half.
The Bruno Iafrito Wrestling Camp, the best wrestling camp you've never heard of. The 2023 camp will be the 20th year for the Bruno Iafrito Wrestling Camp, and we'll have a star-studded lineup of clinicians. The camp will once again be held in Port Allegany, Pennsylvania from June 19th through the 23rd, 2023. Check us out online at teambruno.com and like us on Facebook. Hope to see you there at the Bruno Iafrito Wrestling Camp in Port Allegany, PA.
Back here after the Drew Kath interception, it's a big SFPC change of possession, specialty fabrication and powder coating. Located in Franklin, PA, always hiring. Find out more at sfpc.com/careers. Keystone will have first down and 10 at its own 4. Port Allegany has 2 timeouts left. You got to figure the Panthers are just going to play it safe here. They hand it off, and I'm not sure who had the handoff, as I can't tell from way up here on the far. I think that was Nellis. And
Nellis or Sal.
Don't think Port Allegany's calling timeout here. I think they're just going to let that clock run, and Keystone's going to have to run one more play. As the play clock's at 25 and the game clock's at 27. If I'm the Panthers, this is nothing more than just
take a
kneel.
knee.
Just take a
just
knee.
a knee, yeah.
There's no reason to do anything other than just kneel down here.
Be safe. Tighten the splits and
put a man in motion.
Ooh, baby.
And running it is Nellis, and Nellis has some room, and Nellis is going to be out to about the 20-yard line. And will Keystone call timeout? With 3.1 seconds, I'm waiting to see what they did here. Did they call timeout as Nellis gets up limping a little bit? He had that ankle injury. What does Keystone decide to do here at the 20-yard line? They're going to run the clock, and Todd Smith's going to say, we're going to go to halftime with the 10-8 lead. So at the half, it is Keystone 10, Port Allegany 8. It's a slugfest in Knox. We'll be back here on the YDL Sports Network and C93 FM, 92.7 FM in Clarion in 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
Just like your team builds upon its success, Closest Lumber Company with locations in Olean, New York and Rowlett, PA help you build the home of your dreams. Closest Lumber has everything you need to build or remodel your home, including building materials, paint, supplies, lawn and garden accessories, and more. Stop into either location to get some inspiration or work out the details of your next project. They also have an online showroom you can visit anytime at closeslumber.com. Closest Lumber, your home improvement headquarters since 1973.
Whether retirement is just around the corner or years away, John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for you. John, a Forbes-recognized best-in-state wealth advisor, Lucas and Adam provide customized investment advisory solutions and retirement planning services. Generational Wealth Management offers world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. The Generational Wealth Management team provides a high level of expertise and service to their professional and business clients. Contact the Erie office at 814-651-0838 or the Bradford office at 814-368-4065 or check them out online at gwm.nm.com.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com. Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegany Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegany River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegany River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
Swift Kennedy and Company in DuBois is an independent property and casualty insurance agency and the official insurance agency of D9and10sports.com. Founded in 1921 by Patrick J. Swift and Albert D. Kennedy, our success has been built on service and attention to our clients' needs. Our philosophy is service and our hallmark is integrity. Visit Swift Kennedy and Company on the web at swiftkennedyandco.com or call them today at 814-371-5270. Swift Kennedy and Company, insurance with integrity since 1921.
Back here at halftime on the YDL Sports Network and C93 92.7 FM. Halftime show brought to you by Moe's Bar and Grill. Moe's Bar and Grill in Port Allegany. One of their customers called their offerings the best gourmet bar food you'll ever have. That pretty much sums them up. Stop in and see Moe's at 68 West Mill Street in Port Allegany or give them a call at 814-642-7999. Had an opportunity to have a couple of their burgers, Larry. Had a cheetah burger last week from Moe's. It's a burger cooked in French onion soup, and then the onions are put right on top of the burger with provolone cheese. Magnificent.
You're killing me tonight. You start out talking about the Allegany Grill. Now you're moving to this. Holy cats.
So we're here in our halftime show. Want to make a mention that today's game being brought to you by Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford. Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford is here for you. Investment needs. They offer world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. Find out more at gwm.nm.com. That's gwm.nm.com. Make sure to stop in and see Adam Jack in Bradford. Let's take a look at our Swift Kennedy and Company scoreboard. Swift Kennedy and Company, the official insurance provider of your daily local LLC, the parent company of D9and10sports.com and the YDL Sports Network. Taking a look at our scoreboard, we'll take a look first at our District 9 scores brought to you by the David Jones Agency. For affordable auto, home, and life insurance, look no further than Allstate Insurance, the David Jones Agency in Clarion and Meadville. 814-223-4000 to reach David Jones. In District 9, in the second quarter, Kerwinsville and Mount Union tied at 8. DuBois leads Montauk 14-0. Smethport ahead of Kane 6-0. Carn City 14, Bradford 7. Ridgeway beating AC Valley 6-0. Last score we had was a first quarter score. Red Bank Valley 21, Brockway 14 in the second quarter. Cameron County 16, Otto Eldridge 6 in the second quarter. Central Clarion 7, St. Mary's 6 in the second quarter. Clearfield 7, Central Mountain nothing in the second quarter, and we do not have a score in the Bucktail Coldersport game. Looking over into our District 10 scores. Mercer 14, Cambridge Springs 8 in the second quarter. Cathedral Prep was up early on Erie 13-0. Maplewood and Cockerton tied at 0. Reynolds 7, Lakeview nothing. Eisenhower Iroquois was an early score. We do not have that up to date. Mercyhurst Prep 7, Union City nothing in the first. Seneca 7, Northwestern 7, second quarter. Sharon 14, Greenville nothing, second quarter. Wilmington 6, Grove City nothing, second quarter. Sharpsville 7, Hickory nothing, second quarter. Conneaut had an early 7-3 lead on Franklin. Meadville all over Warren, 28-0 in the second quarter. Oil City 14, Titusville 7. Corey nothing. Fort LaBeouf nothing, second quarter. Fairview 7, Northeast nothing. That was an early score. McDowell 14, Butler nothing in the second quarter. Those are your scores. The scoreboard is also available on D9and10sports.com, brought to you by Pizza Hut. Nobody out pizzas the Hut. We're going to step aside, thank some of our sponsors. When we come back, we will take a look at our first half scoring summary. At the half, Keystone 10, Port Allegany 8. You're watching the YDL Sports Network and listening on C93 92.7 FM in Clarion. We'll be back in 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
Hobbs Landscaping in Eldred, PA has been servicing properties in 4 counties: McKean and Potter in Pennsylvania, as well as Cattaraugus and Allegany in New York for the past 12 years. Hobbs Landscaping can do it all for you. Contact Hobbs Landscaping at 814-598-2549 today for a free estimate. Once again, call Hobbs Landscaping at 814-598-2549.
Moe's Bar and Grill in Port Allegany. One of our customers called our offerings the best gourmet bar food you'll ever have. That pretty much sums us up. Stop in and see us at 68 West Mill Street, Port Allegany, or give us a call at 814-642-7999. That's 814-642-7999. Moe's Bar and Grill.
At Fox's Pizza Den in Port Allegany, we work very hard to serve you with a friendly staff and delicious food. Please call us for pickup or home delivery at 814-642-2623. We also have a large in-house dining area and a banquet room on the second floor. Our family has been working hard to provide the community of Port Allegany the best service and delicious pizza for 26 years. Stop in to see us soon. Go Gators!
At Hamlin Bank and Trust Company, we believe banking should be the way it has been since we first opened our doors over 150 years ago. That means a focus on old-fashioned customer service with a friendly smile by people who know you by name. At Hamlin Bank and Trust, we offer a variety of financial and trust services to help you on a personal and professional level. Check us out online at hamlinbank.com or stop in at one of our locations in Smethport, Mount Jewett, Kane, Bradford, Eldred, or Olean, New York. Hamlin Bank and Trust Company, the bank that takes care of its customers.
Are you suffering from back pain, headaches, sciatica? Did you know that a healthy nervous system leads to a healthy body? Find out more from Dr. Andrew Young at Port Allegany Chiropractic and Olean Family Chiropractic. A District 9 lifer, born and raised in Clearfield and now calling Port Allegany home, Dr. Young has over 20 years of experience. And Port Allegany Chiropractic and Olean Family Chiropractic have a mission to provide their patients the best results in the shortest time, whatever their health goals are. Find out more at PortAlleganyChiropractic.com and OleanChiropractic.com. Chiropractic care and good health go hand in hand. The Bruno Iafrito Wrestling Camp, the best wrestling camp you've never heard of. The 2023 camp will be the 20th year for the Bruno Iafrito Wrestling Camp, and we'll have a star-studded lineup of clinicians. The camp will once again be held in Port Allegany, Pennsylvania from June 19th through the 23rd, 2023. Check us out online at teambruno.com and like us on Facebook. Hope to see you there at the Bruno Iafrito Wrestling Camp in Port Allegany, PA. Back here at halftime. 10-8 Keystone in the lead. Let's take a look at our All-American Awards and Engraving scoring summary. AllAmericanHQ.com. All-American Awards and Engraving will put almost anything on almost everything. Couple of first quarter touchdowns for Keystone. Cal Nellis, 37-yard run. Josh Beal's extra point gave Keystone a 7-0 lead with 5:54 to go in quarter number one. Port Allegany answered back with a 65-yard touchdown drive, ended on a Blaine Moses 1-yard run. Moses, the 2-point conversion run, and the Gators led 8-7 with 2:18 to play. Keystone retook the lead at 9:52 of the second quarter on a 26-yard Josh Beal field goal, and that's where we stand at halftime. 10-8, Keystone in the lead. Got a few more sponsors we need to thank. We'll be back in 2 minutes. You're watching high school football on the YDL Sports Network and listening on C93, 92.7 FM in Clarion. 10-8 Keystone at the half.
Specialty Fabrication and Powder Coating LLC is family owned and operated out of Franklin, PA. SFPC is actively seeking new talent and has openings at its 2 plants located in Venango County. Those openings are either first, second, or third shifts at one or both locations. Check out the specific employment opportunities at www.specfab.com. If you aren't able to log on to the website, please send an email along with your resume to careers@specfab.com or call our recruiter at 814-273-1322. SFPC is an equal opportunity employer.
Looking for affordable auto, home, and life insurance? Look no further than Allstate Insurance, the David Jones Agency in Clarion and Meadville. At the David Jones Agency, you get personalized attention from someone who lives where you do. The David Jones Agency meets you where you are. They are available during regular business hours Monday through Friday at their office, via appointment at the office after hours, or remotely. The David Jones Agency also offers investment opportunities, including annuities and IRAs. The David Jones Agency can be reached in Clarion at 814-223-4000 and in Meadville at 814-337-5107.
Prime Fitness USA is family owned and operated out of Franklin, PA. Prime's Smart Strength equipment features the most innovative, versatile, and effective strength training technology in the world. To find out more about Prime, please visit www.primefitnessusa.com.
Whether you're planning for retirement, saving for college for children or grandchildren, or just trying to protect the financial future of the ones you care for the most, Jim McConnell of Edward Jones and Knox can work with you to develop specific strategies to help you achieve your goals. Jim McConnell of Edward Jones and Knox is dedicated to providing you top-notch client service and can be reached at 814-902-1012. That's 814-902-1012. Back here at halftime with Keystone leading 10-8 over Port Allegany inside the Moe's Bar and Grill halftime show. It's time for our Rehab Center keys to the second half with 8 locations to serve you, including in Clarion, in Brookville, and Katanning. And Larry, what is your keys if you're Port Allegany in the second half?
Well, first of all, I want to say, Chris, I'm enjoying really watching these coaching staffs go back and match their wits against each other. I mean, Keystone obviously come out in the beginning of the game knowing that Port Allegany was a run team, and they come out on a 5-man front. Port countered with, after they got shut down, came back with a drive down the field using the pass. Keystone counter using a 4, and they've kind of mixed up some things in with some pressure and so forth. So they've done. I think Port has to continue doing some of the things that it's done in the past. They need to get Evans back running the ball again. Make some of the changes that they need to do. They did a little bit of double tight against Red Bank last week. That really seemed to work for them in that last drive. So we'll see what they do in the second half.
Yeah, I thought Port Allegany made great adjustments at halftime last week against the Bulldogs. And if you're Keystone, what do you have to do to maintain the 10-8 lead?
Well, I'd like to see get Sal in there a little bit more with that inside trap. He looks good with that, and I like the things that they've been doing. Some of the changes in the formation, and they've worked well on some of the unbalanced stuff. And Todd's doing a great job changing up on some of those things, and they got to eliminate some of those mental errors with the penalties.
Those are your keys to the second half. Got some more sponsors to thank. I apologize, folks, but at the same time, I'm glad to have all these great sponsors get on to support both the Port Allegany Graders and the Keystone Panthers. We'll be back in about 2.5 minutes with our second half kickoff. You're watching high school football on the YDL Sports Network, listening on C93 FM in Clarion. It is Keystone 10, Port Allegany 8 at halftime. Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like Original Pan, Original Stuffed Crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook. Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed.
Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegany Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegany Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleganyGrill.com.
Back here at Keystone High School as halftime starts to wind to an end with Keystone leading Port Allegany 10-8. Larry, we can't ask for much more the last few weeks. We had a 1-point game with Brockway beating Keystone 2 weeks ago. Last week I had a 1-point game with Port Allegany beating Red Bank, and this week we're 2 points at the half. I mean, it's a great game every week, it seems.
Do you think that we're the lucky part of that, or I don't? I mean, not only the games have been great, but geez, the weather's cooperated so nice to really get some great football weather here, and for the fans and for the radio staff here.
Of the year, we had a fun little voting contest on the website. That game won. So if you happen to be in and around the stadium area, game is at noon between Edinburgh and Clarion. Andy Close and I will be on hand. We're going to have some food from the Allegany Grill in Foxburg. Check them out online at the Allegany Grill at AlleganyGrill.com. Dewey Irwin and the staff down there do a wonderful job at the Allegany Grill. And make sure you get down and stop out, check out our tailgate. We're going to have wings and some barbecue pork and some.
Chris, tell them how many people voted. That's awesome.
I mean, you know, you can vote as many times as you want, but there were over 65,000 votes.
That's awesome.
Appreciate everybody out there. As the Westminster Grove City game and the Clarion Edinburgh game, it went down to the final day of voting, which ended on Monday. And like I said, just a lot of fun that we were having with that, kind of introducing what we're doing, why we're really changing from D9 and 10 Sports to the YDL Sports Network is because we're adding a lot of that small college stuff in, and we just want to bring you more local sports and more local athletes in both the PSAC and the PAC and the AMC and basketball and some other leagues up there. They all it's just fantastic stuff, and a lot of local kids participating in those. And so we're going to be able to bring you a lot more of that as we move forward with what we're doing here as a company. And we're ready to start the second half. It's a Prime Fitness USA kickoff, Keystone to kick off. Little short kick. It's on the ground. It's still loose, and then Stowles falls on it. I'm sorry, folks. I went a little too far with the camera there. I apologize. Actually, that wasn't Stowles. That was number 8, Nick Wilfong, who had a big pick 6 in the game against Central Clarion back in week 2.
There's an adjustment that Keystone made. It elected not to kick back to Smithport in that case.
So we're going to start the Bruno Iafrida Wrestling Camp, third quarter of the Bruno Iafrida Wrestling Camp, the best wrestling camp you've never heard of. 20th year of the camp will be held June 19th through the 23rd in Port Allegany. Check them out online at teambruno.com. Like them on Facebook. Shout out to Sean Lathrop, who has a lot to do with that camp along with Isaac Greeley. Sean, my Keller commentator last week up in Port Allegany. Here come the Gators, and here comes Noah Archer right out of the gates with a run out to the 35. So a nice first down pickup for the Gators right out of the gates here in the second half.
Little ISO play with Moses leading, blocking on that play. And I want to apologize to the Port Allegany people. I said Smithport, Port Allegany.
Boy, Larry, that's a big rivalry up there. That'd be like calling you guys Clarion Limestone and Clarion for all those years.
Way back in 1987, the first playoff we got to watch, whoever won the game was going to be in the playoffs. So.
Folks, don't hold me for Larry calling you guys Smethport. We'll just say it's because he's old. Here comes Moses. Moses up over the 45 to the 47. You know, there's a lot of football programs over the years that maybe other people would like to emulate, and that Smethport program of the late 80s, early 90s is definitely one of them. I'm sure Port Allegany and Keystone and anybody else would be glad to have a program like the Carl DeFilippi had for all those years.
Absolutely. I got a chance to coach against the Carl the Great.
Of course, Port Allegany and Mike Bodemer had a heck of a program in the early part of the 2010s, went to the state semifinals where they unfortunately ran into a guy by the name of Tyler Boyd, who's playing for the Cincinnati Bengals now. Yes. But Nick Conway and a few other guys there, great team. And Here's a pass over midfield to the 49-yard line. That was complete to Peyton Styles. So Drew Evans trying to give us his best Matt Bodemer impersonation tonight, throwing the ball a lot more than he's had to most of the season.
Boy, he drills the ball in there, too.
Does.
That's a nice hitch route. Timing was absolutely perfect on the play. Receiver was turning as the ball was being thrown.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup. It'll be a second down, brought to you by Closest Lumber in Rowlett and Olean, New York. Check them out online at closestlumber.com.
Coming in his passing group here again with trips to the left. See if he rolls back this side and comes back to something similar.
Throws, and Brock Jimp Lavier got his big mitts up in front of that pass and knocked it down.
Big mitts. The Hulk. That's kind of interesting to see what Lee did here. They flip-flop Bills and Lavier.
So 3rd down and 5. It's a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning 3rd down. When you get backed up, Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning get you moving again. So they're going to go trips to the left, single receiver to the right. Moses the sidecar to Evans' right. And now we're going to get a timeout, I do believe, by Port Allegany with 9:51 to play here in quarter number 3. We'll take it with them. You're watching high school football on the YDL Sports Network, listening on C93, 92.7 FM in Clarion. We'll be back in 35 seconds.
Specialty Fabrication and Powder Coating LLC is family owned and operated out of Franklin, PA. SFPC is actively seeking new talent and has openings at its 2 plants located in Venango County. Those openings are either first, second, or third shifts at one or both locations. Check out the specific employment opportunities at www.specfab.com. If you aren't able to log on to the website, please send an email along with your resume to careers@specfab.com or call our recruiter at 814-273-1322. SFPC is an equal opportunity employer.
After that Port Allegany Chiropractic timeout, you never have to take a timeout when you go see Port Allegany Chiropractic and Dr. Andrew Young, PortAlleganyChiropractic.com. Here's Evans looking to throw. Ball is tipped in the air. It's dropped. I thought it was going to be picked. Jacob Henry had it, and then he dropped it, but that was Cole Henry that got his hands on it for the Panthers.
I don't know who tipped the ball there.
Cole Henry tipped it, and Jacob Henry almost intercepted it. That'll bring up a 4th down now for Port Allegany at the 49 of Keystone, and I believe the Gators are going to punt.
Cole Henry's one of those prototypical, what I love, defensive ends, over 6 foot, long arms and so forth. That makes it very difficult to hit those short out passes.
So Button to punt. I think it is Albright deep for Keystone. No pressure. It gets the punt away.
Oh.
It's a short one, and it's going to take a sideways bounce, and it's a Port Allegany bounce that'll go out of bounds at the 15-yard line, which is where Keystone will take over. Larry, I can't see the clock. You're going to have to give that for people.
You got 9:38 left in this 3rd quarter. Keystone taking over for the first time this second half.
Leading 10-8 are the Panthers. They'll have a 1st down and 10 at their own 15-yard line. Again, 3rd quarter brought to you by Team Bruno. Bruno Alfredo Wrestling Camp in Port Allegany next June. Make sure to check it out at teambruno.com. Keth will go under center. He's going to pitch the ball to Sell. Sell's got a little bit of room. He's going to get out to about the 20-yard line where Blaine Moses is there to meet him.
Yes. I'll tell you what, the defensive ends for Smith or Port Allegany almost did it again. Do a great job turning that play back in.
So it'll be 2nd down and 5 for Keystone. Again, the Panthers in a bit of a wing formation with Nellis and Albright as the wings. Albright goes in motion. He's going to pitch it to Sell. Sell is going nowhere on that play once again. Who else? Miska Young.
He's having a heck of a ball game.
Miska Young with the stop back at the 18-yard line, it looks like. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and 7 for the Panthers. That stop brought to you by Hobbs's Landscaping. You'll never have to worry about your lawn stopping on you when you use Hobbs' Landscaping. Keystone now looking over to get the play. Checking their wristbands. 7 on the play clock. Out of the gun is Kath. He'll take the snap. He looks to throw. It's a short pass to Albright. And oh, my goodness, Blaine Moses there to meet him and keep that little screenplay from going anywhere. It'll bring up a 4th down in a punting situation for Keystone.
Again, one of the better, if not one of the best linebackers in the league is number 16, Blaine Moses.
So this will bring up a Prime Fitness USA punting situation. Never punt on your workout when you use equipment from Prime Fitness USA, a family-owned and operated business in Franklin, PA. Find out more by going to primefitnessusa.com. So sell to punt here for Keystone. Back deep is Archer. Sell is shanks it, and this is going to give Port Allegany fantastic field position as Sell's punt goes out of bounds. Let's see where they mark it. I think they're going to mark it at the 30-yard line of Keystone. And is this the break Port Allegany needs to retake the lead?
It was, he was trying to, put it kind of in a, I would call coffin corner kick it down the right side, not give any room for a return, and just backfired. He stepped out a little bit too far on that.
So they're going to call it the 29-yard line. Port Allegany at the Keystone 29. They picked up 20 yards on those exchange of punts.
You've got Archer and Peyton on the same side. I'm looking for a throw to the right over here.
Evans in the gun. Sidecar is Moses. Looks to throw.
Get screen.
Gives it off to Moses, and Beal was there, and then Moses broke that tackle and eventually getting up back to about the line of scrimmage. Beal had him in the backfield, but he's able to break through that tackle and maybe pick up a yard to the 28.
Might have waited a little bit longer to let that set up there. I think let the defenders get in a little bit further. It was just an inside screen to the fullback.
So that'll bring up a 2nd down and 9 for Port Allegany. Gators in the gun is Evans. Evans looks to throw. Evans wants deep. He's got a man out there, and it is incomplete.
Kath was right there.
So Kath was defending, and that looks like that was big number 10, Jared Funk.
All 3 of them.
Yeah, Funk has him by about a foot, it looks like. But Kath is able to break it up for Keystone, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and 9. But I like the play call. I mean, you put a tall guy out there against the short Kath, and frankly, he had a shot at it and just couldn't quite bring it in.
Right.
That'll bring up a 3rd down now and 9. You got to figure it's 4 down territory for the Gators. Out of the gun is Evans.
He's coming option run this way.
He pitches it to Moses. Moses has room on the sideline. Going to get inside the 25 to maybe the 24, the 23. We'll see where they put it down.
Gain of 6.
Waiting to see where they put the ball down. They're going to put it down at the 23. It's going to be a 3rd down or 4th down and a long 3 for the Gators. This is a David Jones agency. 4th down for Port Allegany.
6:45, Chris, remaining in this 3rd quarter.
So out of the gun with a tight formation
Looking for Peyton
is Evans.
here.
Looks to throw. Looks he's rolling. He hands it off, and it's incomplete. He was looking there for Caden Price, his tight end, and Price couldn't come up with it. It was a little far from him. Did you think Evans had a chance to run for that 1st down?
He may have had a shot coming out there.
So the Keystone defense stops Port Allegany on downs with 6:40.
Is there a penalty flag down?
I don't see one, no.
Okay. Oh, it's
the football.
That blind I am.
It's just the football. In Larry's defense, he is looking through a glass window that is not the cleanest. So Keystone will take over at their own 23-yard line.
He's coming on balance again. We'll see what happens here.
Handoff is to Sell, and he picks his way for a couple of yards.
That's that inside trap. He's going to pull his right guard. In this case, was Bills, and again, give number 16 credit. I mean, he just evaded the block and came in under the block and made the tackle. But about a 3 or 4 yard gain.
Call it out to the 26-yard line. goes Sell. Keystone leading 10-8 here as we move under 6 minutes to play in quarter number 3. Brought to you by the Bruno Alfredo Wrestling Camp. Man in motion is Albright. He's going to hand it to Nellis. Nellis. Oh, man, does he hit guys hard when he hits them. Nellis was running over a defender. Down. It's going to be real close to the first down, and there's a Port Allegany player down on the field. And,
yes.
Well, they tend to him. We're going to step aside here. What's the time, Larry?
We've got 5:55 here.
5:55 to play. 10-8 Keystone in the lead. You're watching high school football on the YDL Sports Network, listening on D9 and 10sports.com. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Hobbs Landscaping in Eldred, PA has been servicing properties in 4 counties, McKean and Potter in Pennsylvania, as well as Cattaraugus and Allegany in New York for the past 12 years. Hobbs Landscaping can do it all for you. Contact Hobbs Landscaping at 814-598-2549 today for a free estimate. Once again, call Hobbs Landscaping at 814-598-2549.
Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed.
Back here at Keystone as they help, we do believe that's Gavin Burgess, and he gets up, but he's limping off slowly here, but good sign that he's able to get up there, Larry.
Absolutely.
And walk it off, hopefully. Do believe that's 52. I think they have no, they don't have a 62, so it's got to be 52 Burgess, who's limping off. But again, nice to see that young man is able to, in fact, doesn't even need help getting off the field now as he gets closer to the sideline. So awesome there for Port Allegany that Absolutely. It doesn't look like it's too bad for Gavin Burgess. It'll be a first down for Keystone. So that is a Tonesta Builder Supply first down for the Panthers at the 34-yard line of Keystone.
We got 5:55
remaining here in quarter number 3, brought to you by the Bruno Alfredo Wrestling Camp. Pitch to Albright, and he goes nowhere. Met right at the 35-yard line. That was Miska Young again. Miska Young is having himself a football game on the defensive side right now.
Absolutely.
They'll give him about a half a yard on the play. Larry felt like there should have been some different blocking, or
no? I just he's coming around that rocket pitch. If you don't get that D end there, it's not going to go anywhere. He really didn't go for that inside fake coming through there.
So they're going to go out of the wing again. They put Nellis in motion, and they hand it, though, to the other guy. That's Albright. Albright has a few yards. He's hit from behind. He'll be all the way up to about the 43, and that's going to bring up a third down and about 2 for Keystone as Albright was picking his way through the line.
It almost looked like he was tackled by his own player who was being blocked from behind or hit from behind.
So third down and 2 for Keystone here.
That's what I call one of these money downs here. They're coming in to their
they're going to go full house backfield. Moses shows blitz. Handoff straight up the middle. That's going to be really close. I think he's going to be short. It's going to depend on the spot. Is it going to be the near official or the far official?
Yeah, one has it. The other one doesn't.
I don't think he has it.
Looks like
it's going to be – they're going to call for the chains. We're going to get a measurement here. This is a Tonesta Builder Supply measurement. You, too, can measure stuff with great tape measures that you can buy at Tonesta Builder Supply. Tonesta Builder Supply with locations in Shippensville and Tonesta, TonestaBuilders.us. So as they bring the chains out, will it be a first down for Keystone?
I think it's going to be just a little short. Let's see if I'm right. No, it is
a Tonesta Builder Supply first down for the Panthers
Can I blame the windows again?
No, you can just blame being up in the press box and not down on the field. How's that, Larry? So
4-14. 4-14.
First down for Keystone here with 4:14 to play. Quarter number 3, they lead 10-8.
Money down, they won there.
So it'll be first down and 10 for Keystone at the 44-yard line of Port Allegany. Panthers go under center, wing formation. Nellis in motion, handoff to Sell, and he's met right at the line of scrimmage, falls forward for a yard or two. In there on the tackle. Who else?
Who else is right?
Blaine Moses or Miska Young would be the two guys. This time it's Blaine Moses. Moses having himself a heck of a football game on the defensive side. They'll give him 3 maybe
3
on
yards.
the play. Yeah, so Sell with that long frame, able to just kind of fall forward for 3.
They're just missing him on that trap, not getting to him. I mean, he is coming so fast.
So now they're going to go in the I formation with the 2 receivers to the right, nobody to the left. They hand it off to Nellis, and Moses wraps him up again. He's going to get a yard or 2 out to the 49-yard line, but that's going to bring up a third down and about 6 for Keystone, maybe 5. We'll call it 5.
If I mean, that was an off tackle, what we used to call power. I mean, the fullback kicks out at the end, but they're just not getting that backside linebacker in that case, and he's it could be a touchdown.
Third down and 5 for Keystone.
See if they come back with this counter tray here.
Kath, with 12 on the play clock, looks over to the sideline. Now they're changing the play, it looks like. Puts a man in motion, That's Nellis. He's going to throw the ball. Looking to throw deep. He goes deep, and it is incomplete. There was some contact, no call.
Definitely.
And it'll bring up 4th down. I don't know, Larry. I actually felt they were both just fighting for the football.
Well, I thought he reached back for him, but that's.
I actually like the no call there.
Yeah.
It'll be 4th down, and now Keystone's going to have to punt. Aiden Sell wants to go for it. But I do believe the punt here is probably the right call for the Panthers.
Absolutely.
As we are at 2:29 to play here in quarter number 3, 10-8 Keystone in the lead. Sell to punt. His last one, remember, he shanked. That punt is a good one. It's going to bounce at the 29 and roll inside the 20 and be down right at the 15-yard line, which is where Port Allegany will take over. Trailing 10-8 with 2:19 to play now in the third quarter, brought to you by the Bruno Alfredo Wrestling Camp.
You know, one thing I've liked about this game tonight, Chris, the officials aren't making a difference in this game.
Yeah.
So I'm going to throw out a shout to them tonight. Well officiated.
Hey, I want to point out to people that I backed the officials up on that last no call there.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of times I get criticized for going, but that time I thought they made a good call. And I'll say it when I think they make a good call. Out of the gun here is Evans. He's going to hand it to Stiles. And Stiles is wrestled to the ground by Aiden Sell. That's going to be a loss of about 4 back to the 11-yard line. Port Allegany's offense having some trouble here against Keystone tonight.
Mr. Sell, he's the master of making tackles behind the line of scrimmage. He said, I think he's what you call the will linebacker in this 4-3 that they're running here right now. So he's usually on the split side.
Have a 2nd down and 14, maybe 13. I think they'll call it the 12 here.
They're in their pass 2-by-2. He's going to run the ball.
Evans is going to run it, and Evans is not going to get anywhere with it.
Keystone's done a nice job. Evans has had like 500 yards. Almost 500 yards rushing this year.
Now one of the Panthers is down. I think that's Champlavier that's down. And as they tend to him, we'll step aside. 10-8 Keystone late here in quarter number 3. You're watching high school football on the YDL Sports Network, listening on D9 and 10sports.com and C93 92.7 FM in Clarion. We'll be back in a half a minute.
Just like your team builds upon its success, Closest Lumber Company with locations in Olean, New York and Rowlett, PA help you build the home of your dreams. Closest Lumber has everything you need to build or remodel your home, including building materials, paint, supplies, lawn and garden accessories, and more. Stop into either location to get some inspiration or work out the details of your next project. They also have an online showroom you can visit anytime at closeslumber.com. Closest Lumber, your home improvement headquarters since 1973.
Back here as Champ Levere walking off slowly and gingerly on his own. Big boy, been out there a lot for Keystone. Holding that stomach area. I think he might have taken one in the gut there, Larry, as you were telling me off the air. So that'll bring up a third down. And they're going to call it 11 from the 14. I think it's more like 12 from the third. It looks like the 14. Evans back to throw. Evans, he wants to go deep. He rifles one, and it's incomplete.
Oh, wow.
He was looking for Styles. That one he needed to have a little bit more touch on. Probably rifled it a little too much. So that'll bring up a fourth down here and an obvious punting situation you would assume for Port Allegany.
I don't know whether he was being rushed or not. He had Archer underneath, probably for first down yardage in a deep hitch there.
So Braylon Button for this Prime Fitness USA punt. You'll never have to punt on your workout when you use Prime Fitness USA equipment. PrimeFitnessUSA.com.
Keystone should get great field position here.
Button, though, with a nice punt. It's going to bounce at the 40 and take a Port Allegany roll out into Keystone territory where they're going to down it at about the 44-yard line. That's where Keystone will take over with 1:07 to play here in the third quarter. Panthers continue to lead 10-8. So Keystone, first down and 10 at their own 44-yard line, holding a 10-8 lead that they have held since early in the second quarter. So they'll go in the gun this time with Keth. Keth is going to option it to Nellis. Here comes Nellis. Around end, and great tackle. Coming up from his secondary position there was Noah Archer to take out Nellis at the 49-yard line. So a pickup of only 4. That play had a lot more on it, but Noah Archer made sure it didn't go any further than that.
The wide receiver in that case just came off his block right there and went after another one.
So
which gave Archer the
second down now, and we'll call it a long 5 for Keystone. Hand off to Nellis. Nellis is met immediately at the line of scrimmage. I got to guess, no, Moses is not in on that tackle. That is actually number 70. That would be Yuso Young, excuse me. So Yuso, Miska's younger brother, steps in there and makes the tackle. So that'll bring up a third down and 5 for Keystone, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter with Keystone leading 10-8. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're watching high school football on the YDL Sports Network and listening on C93, 92.7 FM in Keystone. In Clarion.
Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695.
Back here at Keystone High School as we enter the Hamlin Bank and Trust fourth quarter. It's time to put your money in the bank when you go to Hamlin Bank and Trust. Third down and 5 for Keystone. Man in motion is Sell.
Kath looks to throw. A little comeback screen here to Nellis. Nellis has room. Nellis is getting tripped up after he gets the first down by Noah Archer at around the 35-yard line. So nice little play there by Keystone.
I'll tell you what, Kath did a great job selling that play. I mean, again, the sophomore quarterback, it's been pretty impressive in his this will be his third outing.
Hamlin Bank has locations in Smethport, Mount Jewett, Kane, Bradford, Eldred, and Olean, New York. Find out more at hamlinbank.com. Hamlin Bank, fourth quarter, Keystone. First down and 10 at the 35-yard line of Port Allegany, trying to pull the upset here at home.
Yeah, they're unbalanced right here. Okay, here it comes.
Hand off the Sell. Sell straight up the middle. He'll be stopped at the 31. Last week, Port Allegany was punched in the gut when Red Bank threw the 90-yard touchdown pass, and the Gators were able to answer. Can they find a way to answer again tonight? Down 10-8 here early in the fourth quarter.
That was the inside trap again to the fullback in this case, Mr. Sell.
What's the clock, Larry?
And the clock right now is 10:52. 15 seconds on those.
So Kath under center.
Coming trips.
Kath's going to hand it to Nellis. Great tackle. I think that was that was number 15 there. That is Tristan Kaiser for Port Allegany coming up and making the tackle. So Kaiser with a great tackle back at the 35. That sets up a third down and 10 for Keystone. Larry, with a 2-point lead, if they don't pick up a first down here, do you go for it or do you punt it and push them back?
Ooh. I'm up in the booth.
So it's third down and 10 for Keystone at the 35-yard line of Port Allegany. Out of the gun is Kath.
I'd like to see another 5
Kath
yards.
looks to throw. Under trouble from Kaiser, and Kaiser's going to sack him. So Kaiser comes up with back-to-back great defensive plays. Tristan Kaiser, and now I don't think it's really a question. I think Keystone will definitely punt here from their 44-yard line of Port Allegany. So Tristan Kaiser, back-to-back plays, Larry.
It's unfortunate you got to get rid of that ball quick.
So it'll bring up a fourth down, 19 from the 44, Port Allegany. Sell and punt formation. Archer is deep, standing at about his own 11. Snap is good. Kick is up. It's a high one. Archer is going to let it bounce, and then it's going to take a Keystone roll to the 10-yard line, and that's where Port Allegany will put it in bounds with 9:15 to play here in quarter number 4. Port Allegany trailing Keystone 10-8. The Gators are 90 yards away. Last week we were in a similar situation in a 0-0 game where Red Bank Valley was 90 yards away, and that's when Braylon Widener hit Tate Minnick with a 90-yard touchdown pass.
And then Port Allegany came right back, marched down the field, and went for that too. Okay, this is a...
So Port Allegany 90 yards away from a go-ahead score, and it's going to have to be a touchdown as the Gators don't have a kicker.
For you people on radio, Champlain-Beer's back in the defensive lineup here.
Evans is going to keep it himself, and Evans is going to get back to maybe. He's still moving. Wow. Yeah. Thanks, Larry. I thought it was down, but he's able to push his way up to about the 12 or the 13. I thought he was stopped at the line of scrimmage, but Drew Evans showing that toughness pushes up to the, we'll call it the 13. It'll be second down and 7 for Port Allegany. Second down brought to you by Hobbs' Landscaping. Out of the gun. Evans is going to run again. He finds the corner looking for it, and he is going to be tackled right in front of all those Keystone players. It's going to be just short of the first down. I think he's at the 19. He has to get to the 20 for the first down. Yep, they're going to call him about a half a yard short. So now a big 3rd and 1 for Port Allegany as the clock moves towards 8 minutes to play in the game. 3rd down and 1, Gators. In a defensive struggle. Evans is going to sneak in. He's going to have the first down and more out to about the 23-yard line.
He just went on, but no snap count. That's just one of those things you just lift in the center snaps and gets the quarterback sneak, gets the first down.
So clock is running now that they've set the chains. It's first down and 10 at the 23-yard line. Their own 23 for Port Allegany.
About 7:45 now.
Here in the Hamlin Bank and Trust fourth quarter. Evans is going to hand it to Moses, and
Mr. Sell.
Aiden Sell on the tackle for Keystone. Wow, this has been a great defensive football
It
game.
sure has been. I mean, here comes Port in that double tight that they ran successfully against Red Bank last week. We'll see if they change up here since it's second and very long. They're coming in their passing formation here.
Back at the 20-yard line. That's going to bring up a second down and 13. The second down brought to you by the David Jones Agency. Looking for affordable auto, home, and life insurance? Look no further than Allstate Insurance, the David Jones Agency.
Keystone stayed in their five-man front.
Throw in.
Whoa.
He threw it behind Archer. So Evans had a lot of success early, but his last few passes have been a little bit off the mark.
Yeah. They brought Archer down inside. Normally they've been hitching him up on that outside, so they did a quick in.
They've had guys open. There's no question. Yeah. And all it's going to take is one pass, and Port Allegany might find itself in the lead.
I don't know if they're predetermined in receiver because he seemed to want Archer the whole way, that last play.
So third down and 13. Out of the gun. Looks to throw. Throws it over here towards Stiles, and Stiles drops the ball.
Yep.
That'll bring up a fourth down, and that's going to bring up a punting situation for Port Allegany, I do believe, with 6:51 to play. So now the clock starts to become an issue for the Gators. Now we have a coach's time. I don't know what they're talking about over here. Oh, there's a Keystone player down. Okay. I got it.
Number 10.
Yeah, that was Jacob Henry was down momentarily. He's able to bounce back up, though. Good to see. So it's going to be a prime fitness punting situation for the Gators. Button to punt. Keystone should get good field position. His Sell stands at his own 49-yard line. Snap. Punt is up. That's a nice punt. It's going to take a nice run. And Albright picks it up at the 45. He's still running, and he's going to be down right at about the 44. He picked it up at about the 41 for our radio audience.
Great coverage by the Port Allegany punt team.
So Keystone will take over with 6:38 to play at their own 45-yard line, leading 10-8 on this SFPC change of possession, specialty fabrication and powder coating. Located in Franklin, PA, always hiring. Find out more at sfpc.com/careers. So they're actually going to mark it back at the 44 after the remark there. So it'll be Keystone ball at their own 44-yard line with 6:38 to play.
This will be a big series here to see if Keystone can keep the ball and keep the clock running.
Or if Port Allegany can come up with a big stop. Here's Nellis.
Oh, nice.
Nellis is going to get just over the line of scrimmage. Noah Archer on the tackle.
Noah did a good job fighting off that block there. He has made several tackles on pitches coming out outside there.
So it'll be second down and 9 now at the 45 for Keystone.
Six minutes left.
Under center is Keth in the I formation, dotted by Sell. He's going to, dotted by Nellis. He's going to hand it to Nellis, and Nellis is going to have a few yards before Stiles and Moses make the stop at the 47-yard line. And that'll bring up a third down. And let's see, that'll be third down in about 6 or 7.
It's about
call it the 48. So it's third down and 6 for Keystone. So a big
Keystone's obviously
third down
using the
play
clock.
coming here for both teams. Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, third down from the 48 for the Panthers. Port Allegany looking for the stop. Keystone looking for the first down to keep the clock running. Keth will go under center in the I formation. Single receivers to each side.
Get moving here.
Takes the snap. Back to throw.
Under pressure. Ball's loose. The ball's loose. Port Allegany has it. I do believe, yes, the Gators have it at the 49-yard line. Braylon Button, Zach Keth, Blaine Moses was there on the recovery. Port Allegany football at the 50-yard line, 49-yard line of Keystone.
5 minutes.
With 5:02 to play. So Port Allegany's defense comes up with the monster play. Button with the sack. Moses with the recovery. First down and 10 Gators at the 49-yard line of Keystone.
Turnovers. Number one on my seven thing list, Chris.
So now the Port Allegany offense trailing 10-8 with 5:02 to play.
They're in the passing. They got a 2-by-2 formation here. He's looking to
Back
hit
to
that
throw.
hitch.
They want to go deep. They've got a man, and it's off his hands. Oh, my goodness. That was big Jared Funk, and he was open by 20 yards, and they missed him. Wow, did they have that play? And they missed him kind of like I missed the camera on that, Larry. I've been so used to the ball staying within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage that when I moved the camera down, I missed it, folks. But so did Port Allegany. So at least I didn't miss the touchdown.
I'm looking for him to either throw to Archer or Styles in this play.
So second down and 10. Looking to throw again.
He's got it wide open.
Wide open. There's Archer. Archer makes a cut at the 20. He's at the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Port Allegany. The Gators reclaim the lead. 49-yard touchdown pass with just 4:46 to play.
He got between the zone right there, between the safety and the corner, and great throw in there by Evans, and Port Allegany is going to take the lead here with 4:46 remaining.
It is 14-10 Gators. They're going to go for 2. What's the time, Larry, again?
We got 4:46.
4:46. Gators to go for 2. They break the huddle. They're going to go 2 receivers to each.
Trip formation again.
Looking to throw is Evans. Evans under pressure. Evans will be brought down before he can get the 2-point conversion, so that'll leave it at a 4-point game with 4:46 to play. We're going to step aside. We'll be back in 30 seconds. 14-10, Port Allegany in the lead. Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegany Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegany Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleganyGrill.com. Back here after that Port Allegany touchdown. And Larry, you were just telling me off the air, the Keystone safety was kind of not where you would have liked to have seen him.
I'd like to have seen him more towards the trip side that last play, which would have made him a better opportunity maybe I felt there were 2 players they were going to throw to. And obviously their number 1 receiver is Archer, and who scored the touchdown.
So now Funk the kickoff here with Port Allegany back in the lead, 14-10. It's their second lead of the game.
See if he kicks another short one here.
He does. It'll be fielded, I think. Keystone still hasn't fielded it, and finally falling on it all the way back at the 20-yard line is number 20. That is Drew Slogenhoff. So now Keystone, after the turnover that then followed by a Port Allegany touchdown, finds itself trailing 14-10 with 4:45 to play.
We basically call that kickoff a squib kickoff. You just get it bouncing around the ground, and sometimes you get a good bounce like they just did there. And unfortunately, Keystone wasn't able to field it.
So Keystone hasn't had a lot of success in the passing game, and now they're going to have to throw the football. In the gun is Keth.
Got to protect this kid.
Keth throws it downfield, and it's picked off. It's picked off by Drew Evans. Drew Evans, who had the big pickoff last week against Red Bank, comes up with another one right here. And now the momentum is switched completely to Port Allegany as they take over at the Keystone 33-yard line.
I'm not sure what happened there. It was like Albright never saw the throw coming.
So Drew Evans with the interception, and now back-to-back turnovers by Keystone and Port Allegany with the 14-10 lead with 4:36 to play. Takes over at the Keystone 33. A touchdown can put this game in the books.
Well, they're double tight, and I'm looking for them to run the ball here.
They're going to go with Stiles and Moses in the backfield. It's going to be Evans running the ball, and there's Beal. And then to clean it up was Sell all the way back at the 40-yard line. So it'll be a 2nd down and 17. So Keystone wasn't fooled by Evans keeping the football there. As the clock rolls to 4:10 to play.
They're staying in their double tight, their run formation. I haven't seen them really throw out of this. They could try to hit a tight end.
So 2nd down and 17 from the 40.
Now
They're going to hand it off to Stiles, and then
He
fell down, and then Jacob Henry hit him late, but they're just going to say that's part of the play, I guess. And now we're going to get a timeout by Keystone with 3:41 to play. We'll take it with them. We'll return in a half a minute. It is Port Allegany 14, Keystone 10. You're watching high school football on the YDL Sports Network. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
At Fox's Pizza Den in Port Allegany, we work very hard to serve you with a friendly staff and delicious food. Please call us for pickup or home delivery at 814-642-2623. We also have a large in-house dining area and a banquet room on the 2nd floor. Our family has been working hard to provide the community of Port Allegany the best service and delicious pizza for 26 years. Stop in to see us soon. Go Gators!
So back here, after that Port Allegany chiropractic timeout, it'll be a 3rd down and 17 for Port Allegany with 3:41 to play.
It's be a good time for Keystone's defense to come up with a
turnover. Looking is Evans. Evans is going to throw it down the field, and it's incomplete. Boy, there was contact, and there's the flag, and that's the right call. That is absolutely the right call. Keystone doesn't like it, but there was contact prior. Now, this is not an automatic first down. It's a 15-yard penalty, Larry,
Right.
And it's not an automatic first down. Keystone doesn't like the call, but you can't hit the receiver before the ball gets there. I think they don't like it because the flag came late, which is the problem. But it is the correct call. They can boo all they want. That doesn't change the fact that the defender got there before the ball did. Yeah, you can argue that all you want, but
I think what they're trying to say is he did tip the ball.
I don't think that is that an actual rule in high school football? The tipping of the ball, Larry, or is that a
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
if he had contact,
Yeah,
with
I don't
the
think
ball,
that happened though. I think he made contact well before that happens. That'll bring up a 3rd down now and 2 for Port Allegany. And again, they might not like the call here, but it was the correct call. I mean, the guy hit the receiver prior to the ball getting to the receiver. That is textbook pass interference. And now Evans is going to keep it himself. Does he have enough for the first down?
Well, short close, but they're looking like there was a
Whoa, there's
ball,
the
on,
ball
the
on
ground.
the ground. They're going to say he was down. And now it's up to the spot, although I think now it's 4-down territory. If it's not a first down, but boy, that's awfully close to the first down.
Given the importance of the game, I think you measure here, if anything.
Well, they're not measuring. They're going to say it's 4th down.
Okay.
They're going to say it's 4th down. 4th and 1 as the clock rolls to 3:25. Why is the clock stopped? Clock shouldn't be stopped unless somebody called timeout.
Well, I think Keystone just did. Keystone just did.
Well, they're discussing it. I don't think they've decided. No, they're going to measure now. Okay. They finally decided to do what Larry said they should have done to begin with, which is measure. This is a Closest Lumber measuring. You can buy a great measuring tape at Closest Lumber in Rowlett and Olean. Check them out online at closestlumber.com. Big measurement here as they stretch it out. It is just short. Oh, my goodness. You can't necessarily see it on the TV screen, and obviously the radio audience can't, but it is 4th down in centimeters.
If you put a peace sign up, that's about the distance between
4th and centimeters.
Down. Look for the
4th and centimeters for the Gators at the 23.5-yard line with 3:26 to play.
He's got to come under center and take it himself here. They need to be ready right now.
4th and centimeters for Port Allegany with 3:26 to play and clock running.
Look at the ball.
He's going to hand it off to Moses, and Moses plows his way for a Port Allegany first down at the 21-yard line. That's a Tonesta Builder Supply first down for Blaine Moses. So they had that big fullback, and they handed it to him, and he gets the first down as the clock rolls to 3:10 to play. Keystone down to 2 timeouts left. Port Allegany looking for the put-away touchdown here at the 21-yard line of Keystone after the Keystone interception.
And they're going to use the clock, all the clock here. So he's just looking. He'll wait and try to run that down as close to 1 as he can.
So Evans under center. Evans will keep it himself. Now he'll pitch it to Archer. Archer's got room. Archer's inside the 10. Archer's going to walk into the 10 zone. Touchdown, Port Allegany. The Gators lead 20-10. So Noah Archer with a 21-yard touchdown run. He scored a pair of them here in the 4th quarter, both off of Keystone turnovers.
Hey, some of the things about football you don't see is I just watched the quarterback Evans go over and help a Keystone player that was down on the field, looked like he was hurt, and helped him back up. On a play before that, I watched Moses being picked up by one of the Keystone players. I mean, this has been a well-played game by both teams, a well-coached game by both teams, and I'm impressed with the sportsmanship. It gives me chills, to be honest.
So now Port Allegany is going to go for 2, and they're going to have to call timeout. We're going to take that timeout with them. You're watching high school football on the YDL Sports Network and D9and10sports.com, listening on C93. We'll be back in 20 seconds.
Moe's Bar and Grill in Port Allegany. One of our customers called our offerings the best gourmet bar food you'll ever have. That pretty much sums us up. Stop in and see us at 68 West Mill Street, Port Allegany, or give us a call at 814-642-7999. That's 814-642-7999. Moe's Bar and Grill.
Playoffs.
So back here, after that Port Allegany chiropractic timeout, Port Allegany looking for the 2-point conversion that would put them up by 12 as they lead 20-10 with 2:43 to play. A pair of Noah Archer 4th quarter touchdowns has given the Gators this opportunity. Out of the gun is Evans. Evans rolls. Evans looks to throw. Evans into the end zone. Ball is tipped incomplete. And the score will remain 20-10. We will return in 30 seconds here on the YDL Sports Network and C93 FM.
Are you suffering from back pain, headaches, sciatica? Did you know that a healthy nervous system leads to a healthy body? Find out more from Dr. Andrew Young at Port Allegany Chiropractic and Olean Family Chiropractic. A District 9 lifer, born and raised in Clearfield and now calling Port Allegany home, Dr. Young has over 20 years of experience. And Port Allegany Chiropractic and Olean Family Chiropractic have a mission to provide their patients the best results in the shortest time, whatever their health goals are. Find out more at PortAlleganyChiropractic.com and OleanChiropractic.com. Chiropractic care and good health go hand in hand.
Back here at Keystone High School, where Port Allegany has scored twice off of Keystone turnovers here in the 4th quarter to turn a 10-8 deficit into a 20-10 lead with just 2:43 to play. And just the last 2 weeks, this is what teams that win championships do, Larry.
Absolutely.
When their backs are against the wall, they find a way. And last week, Port Allegany found a way. And this week so far, the Gators have found a way again.
You got to really feel good that they've been down in both of these games.
Another squib kick. That's going to be taken by the up man. And that is Jared Shores. And Shores will have the ball out to about the 40-yard line. Where will they put it down here? As it's the 43, I do believe. But now the pressure on Keystone here and their young quarterback, Drew Keth, as they trail by 10, needing 2 scores and just 2:43 to play.
I would imagine that Port, in this case, is just going to pin their ears back.
Would you pin your ears back here, Larry, or would you just kind of play some cover? I think I'd just play coverage up 10.
Well, they're going to bring these front four and maybe bring a blitz off the edge. I'm looking at on that upper end there.
Back to throw is Kath. It's going to be a screen over here to Sloganhoff. He makes one guy miss, makes another guy miss, and then he is drugged down, and finally they blow the whistle with the ball at midfield. So that'll bring up a second down and approximately 2 for Keystone. They've got to be in a hurry.
2:19, 2:18.
As they look over to the sideline, it's taken way too much time to get that play call in, Larry. Way too much time. So Kath still hasn't snapped the ball as the play clock's down to 15 seconds. Now he finally does. Back to throw. Looks deep. Throws it deep, and it is all in and out of the hands of Drew Evans. Evans had the interception. He was on the ground, but wasn't able to pull it in. And now it'll bring up a third down. And about 2 for Keystone with 1:57 to play. Port Allegany leading 20-10.
Points we were making earlier about Port Allegany. So they're in a game to the very end. They know they can bring something to the plate and still win a ball game even when they're behind. That says a lot about their character, their team.
So out of the gun, they're going to hand the ball to Nellis. Nellis is going to be dropped. Blaine Moses on the hit. Blaine Moses at the 50, and now it's 4th down and 2. The blocking there again, Larry, you're talking about.
Yeah.
4th down and 2 for Keystone. Trailing by 10 with under a minute and a half to play. Out of the gun is Keth. He's going to pitch it to Nellis, and Nellis is going to get the first down, I do believe.
He's got it.
Yeah, he does. He has the first down. Port Allegany pointing the other way, but Nellis
need to get the next play in and get ready to go here.
Yeah, as they're gonna the clock should be stopped right now. It is at 1:16.
Yeah, definitely a first down.
And Keystone's got to be ready to snap this ball as soon as the ball is put down. I'd be spiking it here if I were the Panthers. They're going to run the clock, and Keystone's not even close to being ready for the play. I love Todd Smith and company, but the 2-minute drill for Keystone has a lot to be desired here. In fact, they're down to 10 seconds on the play clock, and they haven't snapped the ball. Not sure what Keystone's doing here. As they're down to 4, 3, 2, 1, and finally they snap the ball at 1 second. Port Allegany more than happy for that.
He's got Albright.
He's got Albright at the 40, and Albright fights his way out of bounds right there at the 40-yard line. But all kinds of time went off the clock. It's down to 47 seconds to play. Hey, if you're Port Allegany, you'll be more than happy to take that. Give up an 8-yard pass and have a good 30 seconds go off when you're up 10. I'll make that trade-off every day of the week. So it'll be second down and call it 2 from the 40. Keth is in the gun.
Need to look at hitting these boundary passes like that.
Throws, but staying in bounds.
Yeah.
And it was only your first down, so that will stop the clock momentarily. Keystone needs to hurry, but down 10, it's looking bleak for the Panthers as we're down to about 40 seconds.
They had to take a timeout, yeah.
Like that.
I think what you want to do at this point, you need to give them 2 plays.
We're going to step
They don't get out of
aside and
bounds.
thank our sponsors. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
At Hamlin Bank and Trust Company, we believe banking should be the way it has been since we first opened our doors over 150 years ago. That means a focus on old-fashioned customer service with a friendly smile by people who know you by name. At Hamlin Bank and Trust, we offer a variety of financial and trust services to help you on a personal and professional level. Check us out online at hamlinbank.com or stop in at one of our locations in Smethport, Mount Jewett, Kane, Bradford, Eldred, or Olean, New York. Hamlin Bank and Trust Company, the bank that takes care of its customers.
Back here at Keystone High School. It'll be first down and 10 for the Panthers with 38.2 seconds left. They trail by 10. 20-10. There we were just talking. It doesn't look like Keystone really has a 2-minute drill that they can go to with the young quarterback right now. So it'll be Kath out of the gun, under deep pressure, throws and misses Albright. And there's now 35 seconds to go. Second down. 35 seconds. This last couple minutes is taking forever after a quick football game. Port Allegany, barring some sort of Keystone miracle, is going to move to 8-1 on the season. Keystone will drop to 5-4. Out of the gun is Kath. Looks to throw. Throws it over, and he overthrows it, and it's picked off. It is picked off by Blaine Moses. So Blaine Moses, who had a terrific football game.
Well, you got two guys, Archer and Moses.
Moses with the interception at the 37-yard line. That'll seal the deal. Port Allegany is going to come out of Keystone here with a come from behind victory as there's just 29 seconds to play. All the Gators need to do is take a knee, and they will go home for the hour 45-minute bus drive with an 8-1 record. In victory formation, Evans kneels down. And I do believe Todd Smith's going to say that's it. It is final score. Port Allegany 20, Keystone 10. We'll be back in 2 minutes and 45 seconds after these messages.
Hobbs Landscaping in Eldred, PA has been servicing properties in 4 counties, McKean and Potter in Pennsylvania, as well as Cattaraugus and Allegany in New York for the past 12 years. Hobbs Landscaping can do it all for you. Contact Hobbs Landscaping at 814-598-2549 today for a free estimate. Once again, call Hobbs Landscaping at 814-598-2549.
Moe's Bar and Grill in Port Allegany. One of our customers called our offerings the best gourmet bar food you'll ever have. That pretty much sums us up. Stop in and see us at 68 West Mill Street, Port Allegany, or give us a call at 814-642-7999. That's 814-642-7999. Moe's Bar and Grill.
At Fox's Pizza Den in Port Allegany, we work very hard to serve you with a friendly staff and delicious food. Please call us for pickup or home delivery at 814-642-2623. We also have a large in-house dining area and a banquet room on the second floor. Our family has been working hard to provide the community of Port Allegany the best service and delicious pizza for 26 years. Stop in to see us soon. Go Gators!
At Hamlin Bank and Trust Company, we believe banking should be the way it has been since we first opened our doors over 150 years ago. That means a focus on old-fashioned customer service with a friendly smile by people who know you by name. At Hamlin Bank and Trust, we offer a variety of financial and trust services to help you on a personal and professional level. Check us out online at hamlinbank.com or stop in at one of our locations in Smethport, Mount Jewett, Kane, Bradford, Eldred, or Olean, New York. Hamlin Bank and Trust Company, the bank that takes care of its customers.
Are you suffering from back pain, headaches, sciatica? Did you know that a healthy nervous system leads to a healthy body? Find out more from Dr. Andrew Young at Port Allegany Chiropractic and Olean Family Chiropractic. A District 9 lifer, born and raised in Clearfield and now calling Port Allegany home, Dr. Young has over 20 years of experience. And Port Allegany Chiropractic and Olean Family Chiropractic have a mission to provide their patients the best results in the shortest time, whatever their health goals are. Find out more at PortAlleganyChiropractic.com and OleanChiropractic.com. Chiropractic care and good health go hand in hand. The Bruno Iafrito Wrestling Camp, the best wrestling camp you've never heard of. The 2023 camp will be the 20th year for the Bruno Iafrito Wrestling Camp, and we'll have a star-studded lineup of clinicians. The camp will once again be held in Port Allegany, Pennsylvania from June 19th through the 23rd, 2023. Check us out online at teambruno.com and like us on Facebook. Hope to see you there at the Bruno Iafrito Wrestling Camp in Port Allegany, PA.
Wow.
I don't even know how that happened tonight.
Back here, final score, Port Allegany 20, Keystone nothing. It's time for our post-game show brought to you by the Rehab Center with 8 locations to serve you, including in Clarion, Brookville, and Katanning. Chiropractors caring for health, therehabcenters.com. That's the old English spelling of centers, R-E-S. Therehabcenters.com. Dr. Isaac Greeley, Port Allegany graduate, wanted to wish the Gators good luck tonight. I know wherever Isaac is, he's happy about the Port Allegany victory, although he has a lot of patience from Keystone as well. And he said, hey, no offense, guys, but it is my alma mater. But every other week he says he's rooting for the Keystone Panthers as well. But Larry Weiser, heck of a football game. Couple of Noah Archer fourth quarter touchdowns after a couple of Keystone turnovers. Turns a 10-8 deficit into a 20-10 win for Port Allegany.
This is, like I said, the 4th or 5th week we've been together. We've watched some great football games. I've enjoyed watching both coaching staff work their magic here tonight, changing things off. Unfortunately, the turnovers at the end, which, cost Keystone and, probably cost them the game in that situation. And kudos to Port Allegany for 2 weeks in a row, pulling it up for the 4th quarter and the kids never said die and didn't get down and came back and won the game.
Our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game is going to be Blaine Moses of the Port Allegany Gators, mainly for his defensive effort. I saw Blaine's on his way up here. We will get you that interview momentarily here. As here comes Blaine right now, and we'll have Larry give him his headset. While he does that, I will go over our scoring summary. It's All-American Awards and Engraving. Scoring summary. Cal Nellis, 37-yard run, 5:54, 7-0 in favor of Keystone in the first quarter. Then Moses, a 1-yard touchdown run, followed by his 2-point conversion run, made it 8-7. Port Allegany with 2:18 to go in quarter number 1. Josh Beals, field goal, made it 10-8 at the 9:52 mark of the second quarter for Keystone. That score held all the way until the fourth quarter, when Blaine Moses recovered a fumble that was forced by, I can't remember who. Oh, Braylon Botton forced the fumble. That led to a 49-yard Drew Evans to Noah Archer touchdown pass with just 4:46 to play that put Port Allegany ahead 14-10, and then a 21-yard Archer touchdown run with 2:43 set our final score at 20-10, and we're now joined by Blaine Moses, our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game. Congratulations, Blaine.
Thank you.
Blaine, 2 weeks in a row. Hold on, as Larry Weiser steps in here. Okay, we're back with Blaine here. Blaine, 2 weeks in a row, you guys have faced having your backs against the wall late in the fourth quarter. 2 weeks in a row, this team has responded. Last week, it was with a big drive. This week, it's with the defense stepping up. Just talk about the resiliency of this football team.
Yeah, I give a lot of credit to everyone on the team. In practice, we're working. They're working to make us better, and we really stressed all week getting off the bus. Long trip, can't make an excuse. We just had backs against the wall, and we knew that we were just gonna have to grind and figure out a way.
Coming into this football game, I really thought it was going to be the story of the two offensive lines, and it just feels like the two lines played each other fairly evenly. Would you feel that way out there?
Oh, yeah, they did. Their defensive line, great. Our defensive line's great. Same with offense.
Talk about the play that Braylon made on the sack and then the fumble recovery. What did you see from your position?
I just dropped back into pass, trying to get in my lanes. I've been working on it, trying to get the right posture, and I see the ball down, and I'm running for it.
And then, you guys just missed the pass to Jared Funk there right after it, but then come right back and Drew hits Noah. And Drew, I thought, played well early, and then it seemed like he was a little off on his passes. But then when it counted the most, he came back with that touchdown pass. Just talk about your senior quarterback and what you're seeing from him.
we love him. We really trust him, and he's been in the weight room. He's been working with the whole team. We know when the ball's in his hands, it's always good, and we trust him to do the right things, make the right decisions.
And then then another interception. Drew comes up with another interception, and you guys score again. At that point, you've kind of gone from was the sideline ever down when you were down, or was it just sort of still even keel? We've still got time.
No, we were never down. We really stressed it. Staying positive. Once we get down, other people are getting down. We're obviously going to lose. If we keep our heads up, stay positive, good things are going to come our way.
You guys take that Region 2 title. What does that mean to you?
It's amazing. I worked so hard. All the guys on our team, we've worked so hard in the weight room all through summer, all the time, just working through the winter. And I just gave all glory to God.
Obviously you have Otto Eldred next week, and then it's the playoffs. What's the goal of this football team?
Well, we're just trying to go 1 week at a time. We can't overlook Eldred. We're just going to go back Monday in the film room. We're going to be working. We know what we got to fix. We got a lot to fix. We're just going to play Eldred like we would play anyone else and then go into playoffs, setting the bar high.
Well, Blaine, congratulations on the win. Congratulations on being named our Allegany Grill of Foxburg Player of the Game. Stick around. I've got a T-shirt for you here.
Thank you so much.
Step away here. That was Blaine Moses, our Allegany Grill of Foxburg Player of the Game. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Final score, Port Allegany 20, Keystone 10.
Specialty Fabrication and Powder Coating LLC is family owned and operated out of Franklin, PA. SFPC is actively seeking new talent and has openings at its 2 plants located in Venango County. Those openings are either first, second, or third shifts at one or both locations. Check out the specific employment opportunities at www.specfab.com. If you aren't able to log on to the website, please send an email along with your resume to careers@specfab.com or call our recruiter at 814-273-1322. SFPC is an equal opportunity employer.
Looking for affordable auto, home, and life insurance? Look no further than Allstate Insurance, the David Jones Agency in Clarion and Meadville. At the David Jones Agency, you get personalized attention from someone who lives where you do. The David Jones Agency meets you where you are. They are available during regular business hours Monday through Friday at their office, via appointment at the office after hours, or remotely. The David Jones Agency also offers investment opportunities, including annuities and IRAs. The David Jones Agency can be reached in Clarion at 814-223-4000 and in Meadville at 814-337-5107.
Prime Fitness USA is family owned and operated out of Franklin, PA. Prime's smart strength equipment features the most innovative, versatile, and effective strength training technology in the world. To find out more about Prime, please visit www.primefitnessusa.com.
Whether you're planning for retirement, saving for college for children or grandchildren, or just trying to protect the financial future of the ones you care for the most, Jim McConnell of Edward Jones & Knox can work with you to develop specific strategies to help you achieve your goals. Jim McConnell of Edward Jones & Knox is dedicated to providing you top-notch client service and can be reached at 814-902-1012. That's 814-902-1012.
Back here at Keystone High School, where Port Allegany wins 20-10 over the Keystone Panthers. As we wrap up things here, we take a look at the scoreboard in District 9. Mount Union 36, Kerwinsville 26. That was a third quarter score. DuBois 42, Monoton nothing. Kane 20, Smithport 12. That was in the third. Port Allegany 20, Keystone 10 right here. That was our final score. Carn City 35, Bradford 7 in the fourth. Ridgeway and AC Valley was 6-0. That game, believe it or not, folks, went into a delay. There was lighting out on the bleacher side of the field in Ridgeway. They were hoping to have it fixed with 2:29 left in the first quarter. Have not heard where things stand with that right now, but it was 6-0 Ridgeway at the time of that outage. Red Bank Valley 34, Brockway 14 in the fourth quarter. Cameron County and Otto Eldred were all tied up last time we had it. In fact, let's see, it is tied at 22 with 4 minutes to go between Cameron County and Otto Eldred. Andrew Scheinfeld has been out with being evaluated for a head injury in that game, most likely a concussion, since the middle of the third quarter, but that game is all tied up at 22. Central Clarion 34, St. Mary's 20, Clearfield 21, Central Mountain 6. And the last known score between Bucktail and Coudersport was 0-0, but that was an early score, and we still do not have an update on that game. So those are your scores, and once again, final score here, 20-10 in favor of Port Allegany over the Keystone Panthers. For Larry Weiser, this is Chris Rossetti. Want to thank all of our sponsors, and it was a great football game once again, 20-10, Port Allegany over Keystone. You've been watching high school football on the YDL Sports Network and D9 and 10sports.com.